KOFO.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Ottawa University Braves sports broadcast and the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show. Make Superstand your cleaning man for carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service for a free estimate today at 418-2463. Now for our pregame preview, here's KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the KCKCC Baseball Complex on the campus of Kansas City Community College as the Ottawa University Braves baseball team takes on the Friends University Falcons. Friends coming into this evening sitting in 7th place. They are 4-6 in KCAC play, 9-15 overall. Ottawa in 8th in conference play, 4-7, and currently sitting at 9-8 overall as I'm joined by my good friend and color commentator Matt Kincaid. Matt, a team that has kind of had to play all over the state of Kansas, but not a lot of games in Ottawa this season, has to take a trip to Kansas City, Kansas, and take on a Friends team that had a strong year last year, struggled this year, but a tough matchup here today for Ottawa.
Yeah, no, I think Ottawa will have their hands full today on the field. You know, both teams, I think, probably feel a little bit different about, because of the weather, haven't had a lot of opportunity to be on the field and get into a rhythm that they would normally be into at this point of the year. I think both coaches would tell you that baseball players are creatures of habit. They want to play regular games, have regular practices, and the weather's made it really difficult this year for both teams, especially for Ottawa to get on the field.
Well, this is the second time Ottawa has had to travel to a community college in the state of Kansas. They played just a couple weeks ago against Sterling College, that one at Neosho Community College. Braves come away with two huge victories as they won over Sterling 9-7 and 4-2. Another unique part about this ballpark is the fact that the infield is turfed and the outfield is grass. I know you've seen a lot of stadiums during your time of coaching. What is the biggest difference you would say with the turf infield compared to the grass and dirt that you usually see on a traditional stadium?
Sure. I think what most players will tell you is that the turf plays more true. You get true hops. In most cases, the ball's a little quicker. In most cases, from that, players' footing is better at times, especially on the turf. With that, as far as stealing bases, the ball gets to them quicker and a truer hop when the catcher's throwing down, and it's easier for the fielders to field. The difference will be is when the ball gets to the outfield. The outfield looks in pretty good shape today from what we can see here, but the outfielders are going to not necessarily get that true hop. It's going to be a little more choppy out there just because the grass hasn't filled in as much.
Well, we're going to take our first break here on the Superstands Cleaning pregame show. You've been listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
When nasty dark spots and stains invade your home's floors and upholstery, wait, it's a truck, SUV. No, it's Stan's cleaning service van to the rescue. With over 40 years of experience, Stan is a superhero at battling villainous stains and spots, using hot water extraction steam to clean carpet, upholstery, grout, and tile. And VCT tile maintenance, your home will shine and smell oh so good. Let Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back to the KCKCC Baseball Complex here in Kansas City, Kansas, as Ottawa gets set to take on the Friends University Falcons. We talked about a Friends team a year ago, finished 33-19, 22-8 in conference, but kind of bailed out of the conference tournament in just 2 games, ended up missing out on a trip to the national tournament. Matt, you had a chance to see Ottawa play Friends a year ago down in Wichita, had a pretty tough 3-game series. Ottawa fell in all 3, but in the second game of that series, Ottawa took Friends to 16 innings, and just an incredible feat, something you don't see very often.
No, it was really one of those just a remarkable game. Both teams played, and both teams had opportunities to win the game in extra innings. A team would score 1 run, and then the other team would come right back and score a run, and then they would score. Ottawa would answer with 2 and give up 2 in the bottom. and it just was back and forth, back and forth. And in fact, if I remember right, Galen Watson came in and pitched 7 complete innings in the middle part of the game with giving up no runs.
Yeah, there wasn't the last time a run was scored in that game. Ottawa led 5-4 in the 6th. Friends responded with a run in the bottom half of that inning. Score stayed 5-5 for the next 10 innings before Friends scored in the bottom of the 16th. This is a Friends team that lost 10 seniors from a year ago. They've had some growing pains early on. They've started to turn the tide a little bit as they have 18 juniors that were sophomores a year ago that have come back. So this is a team that has also had to replace a lot of run production and then players on the hill as well.
No, you're exactly right. I think, and that's kind of the case, for a lot of teams in the conference. A lot of players have left and come back, and teams have got to fill holes best as they can.
If you look at Ottawa last year, 17-28 overall, 14-16 in conference. They were the 6th seed in the KCAC tournament. First time since 2012. This is a team that is replacing basically 90% of the team. You look at the guys who played a year ago, and Sheldon Paramore and Reese Skiles are really the only true starters from last year. You had 10 seniors that graduated, including the ace of the staff, David Meade, starting catcher Willis Estrada, transferred to defending champion Southeastern. Several juniors decided to graduate early, and then you had a change, with the head coach, with Gabe Grinder coming in from Oklahoma Wesleyan, a program that has been well established, a top 10 program, and he's come in and really put together a team that finds themselves just one game out of the KCAC tournament, two places away, but with a series win today could find themselves in the KCAC tournament.
No, you're exactly right. And Coach Grinder's done a really good job of bringing in a lot of talent from, quite frankly, all over the country to help build the Ottawa roster and get the program, replace a lot of the players that left last year. And as you mentioned, Casey, the players that left last year were not only just role players. They were core players that had been involved in the program for 2 or 3 years, starters, all-conference performers. So trying to replace those guys is no easy task. But the Ottawa team this year, is going to be a different team and play well. They just need to come out and do what they're capable of doing and not try to do too much at this point.
We're going to go and take another break. You're listening to the Super Stands Cleaning pregame show here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Puppies, kids, and Saturday night poker parties can all wreak havoc with your home's floors and furniture. Time to call Super Stan's Cleaning Service. Stan knows a thing or two about cleaning spots and stains, because over 40 years in business, he's seen a spot or two. Using hot water extraction steam to clean carpet, upholstery, grout and tile, and VCT towel maintenance, your spots and stains won't stand a chance. Let Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463 or on Facebook at Super Stan's Cleaning Service.
KOFO congratulates Tammy Womack, the lucky leprechaun who won $500 for finding the KOFO Lucky Shamrock at the Franklin County Fairgrounds, the site of our 70th anniversary concert coming this July.
What are your plans for that $500? How are you going to spend that?
We have a 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we told them we'd give them $20 each.
We thank our Lucky Shamrock sponsors: CarStar, Maggie's Gourmet Popcorn and Glazed Nuts, The Gun Guys, Blue Sky Wine and Spirits, Miss Fix-It Computer Repair, and the Franklin County Fair Board. Win again soon on KOFO.
Welcome back, as we're just a few minutes away from first pitch here in Kansas City, Kansas. We'll look at the starting lineup. We'll start with the visitors from Friends University at 9-15, 4-6 in KCAC play. Batting first and playing left field will be Jace Snodgrass. Batting second and playing shortstop, Gilbert Valenzuela. Batting third and playing first base, Troy Puga. Batting fourth and playing center field will be Emilio Navarro. The DH for tonight, batting fifth, is Ricardo Perez. At catcher, batting sixth, Gabriel Corona. Batting seventh and playing second base, Dawson Tate. Batting eighth and playing third base, Martin Casillas. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Luke Royal. On the mound for Friends will be Alex Defoe, and he will be on the bump for Friends University for the Braves. 9-8, 4-7 in conference play. Batting first and playing left field will be Jeremiah Ariano. Batting second, and the catcher will be Nick Danmeyer. Batting third and playing shortstop, Kyle Bannister. Batting fourth and playing right field will be Jordan Henning. Batting fifth and playing third base, Julio Planell. Batting sixth and playing first base, Sheldon Paramore. Batting seventh and playing center field, Blake Berger. The DH for tonight and batting eighth is Elliot Antonetti. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Reese Skiles. And on the mound for the Braves will be Nate Doolittle, as Ottawa gets set to take on Friends University. We're going to go and wrap up the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have first pitch. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Superstand's Cleaning Service pregame show. First pitch is next. Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Superstand be your cleaning man. Superstand's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Ottawa University Brave sports broadcast and the Superstand's Cleaning Service pregame show. Make Superstand your cleaning man for carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service for a free estimate today at 418-2463. Now for our pregame preview, here's KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kansas City Community College and the Kansas City, Kansas Community College Baseball Complex as the Ottawa University Braves take on the Friends University Falcons. So Ottawa on the mound tonight will be Nate Doolittle. He comes in with a record of 0-1. This is his sixth appearance of the season. He started in 3 games, and he will be on the bump for the Braves. As we get set here, Ottawa in the white jerseys with white shorts. Doolittle is number 19, and he is a freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan, a transfer from Daytona State College, and he will face Jay Snodgrass. As we get ready here for first pitch, might start this one a little bit early, originally set for 12 o'clock. Clear skies, sunny, and just over 50 degrees as we will take it for, it's been, as we get set for first pitch. Snodgrass, the left fielder, batting .293, 1 home run, 10 RBIs with an on-base percentage of .402. Always a good sign when your leadoff man has an OBP over 400, and he takes a fastball first pitch, strike 1.
Yeah, way to get ahead on the first batter here in the game. That always helps calm down the pitcher.
Doolittle, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit right back up the middle, trying to make a play. At second is going to be Skiles. It goes through his glove and into center field. So a leadoff single for Snodgrass. And it almost looked like there, Matt, that Snodgrass had to make a little bit of an adjustment on that breaking ball, just kind of throwing his hands at it, and managed to hit that one right back up the middle.
Yeah, the ball wasn't really hit that hard. It just happened to find a hole just past the pitcher and on into center field.
Batting second tonight will be Gilbert Valenzuela, the shortstop. As Doolittle works from the windup. First pitch, a fastball low for ball 1.
You know, Casey, I wouldn't be surprised here to see Friends early on try to put some runners into action and see how Ottawa defense is going to play the situations here, if they bunt or not.
Try and get some early runs on the road. Always important to try and take the lead. And looks like they might be showing bunt here. Ottawa thought they were, and Valenzuela takes a fastball on the outside corner. Charging it hard from third base was Planell. And not sure if he saw something from the coaches on the Friends side, or just thought it was a good idea to come in. But if Valenzuela makes contact, that could have been dangerous.
Yes.
And the 1-1 pitch is fouled as Valenzuela trying to bunt. And it is a foul tip back to the screen, and Doolittle finds himself 1-2 here, trying to keep Friends from moving the runner. Doolittle going with the long sleeve black Under Armour today. He is set pitch, and it is roped down the line, foul. As Valenzuela got a little bit in front of that one, but made good contact.
Yeah, that ball was hit very well down the left field line, but just foul. Would have been trouble.
One of the things we talked about in pregame was the fact that the porch here, or the left corners, you have 290 on the left side and the right side, so kind of unique, and that some of these right-handed batters get an opportunity to try and turn on one. Close pitch on the corner there from Doolittle, called a ball, and he had Valenzuela thinking he was getting breaking ball, and luckily he's going to get to stay in the box. Doolittle working on that far left side of the rubber. Pitch on the way, is hit down to first base. Could have a double play here for Ottawa. Go to second for one and first for two, and he's out.
Very nice turn. Very nice turn by Paramore at first base for the Braves.
And you're exactly right. Paramore squared those hips, threw it to second, and getting him out from short was Bannister. And Ottawa quickly able to clear the base paths there. They get 2 outs.
The thing that makes that play really hard, Casey, is the first baseman's got to get the ball in front of the bag and then throw to second. And Paramore did a nice job of getting himself clear to the runner to make a good, clear throwing lane to the base.
Batting third, Troy Puga, the first baseman. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike, as that one stayed right on the outside corner. And Puga, the player that you cannot give a whole lot of dangerous pitches to, as he comes in batting .330, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs for this French club. High kick and another breaking ball that a little high, but again, Puga not really sitting on it, really expecting a fastball in those first 2 pitches.
Yeah, it seems early on here they're attacking him with the breaking pitch early.
Doolittle on the season has pitched 18 innings, and in those 18 innings has 20 strikeouts. And Puga takes a fastball low for ball 2 as we sit at 2-1. Friends with the red jerseys, gray shorts, Friends written in white, numbers in white, helmets in white as well. 2-1 pitch on the way is going to be fouled back to the screen, and we are even at 2-2. And that's one thing that Ottawa has done a really good job this season, is they've got 2 players currently in the top 5 in the KCAC in strikeouts, per start, and then earned run average as well. So this is a staff that has really started to put good numbers together, and that's what you expect from a Gabe Grinder team. This one thrown behind Puga, almost hit him in the back, but able to get out of the way as the count goes full.
Doolittle just keeping him light on his feet.
Don't want him to sit on those heels and dig in too much. Huh?
Exactly.
Three-two pitch on the way is going to be on just outside with the fastball, and Puga takes the walk. So a runner on first for the Falcons, as that will bring the cleanup man to the plate, and Emilio Navarro, the center fielder. And really not a bad at back there. Puga really never got comfortable in the box. He didn't hurt you with a solo home run. You put him on the base paths, and hopefully you can get it out here with Navarro. Doolittle's pitch outside and low for ball 1. You really see Doolittle working that outside part of the pitcher's plate here early on in this one.
Exactly. He's being a right-hander, he's way over to the first base side of the rubber.
This one's fouled back with a fastball, and the count goes even at 1-1. Talk about the corners here at 290. Deep left field, you've got 375, then 394 in the gap, 400 to center, and 394, 375, and 290 on the right side. So some interesting distances, very unique, a little different than Alumni Park.
Exactly. Some different angles for the outfielders to chase.
Breaking ball and slider outside. The count goes to 2-1. Here on Navarro, batting .309, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. And he is way inside on the box. Fastball is going to be hit over the first baseman's head. It's going to get into right field. Henning will come up with it. Going to throw it to third. It's not going to get there as it's cut off by the shortstop, Bannister. And runners on the corners here for the Falcons as they try and get a 2-out rally.
You know, it was a good piece of hitting right there. Just took a pitch that was out in the way and slapped it into right field.
So 2 hits in the inning here for the Falcons, trying to get something manufactured here after they had the double play after their first 2 batters. Puga draws a walk, and a single by Navarro will bring the designated hitter Ricardo Perez to the plate. No home runs, 11 RBIs, .315 average. Fastball inside and low for ball 1.
You know, one of the most important things right here is Doolittle can still get out of the inning with no damage. He's really just 1 pitch away.
Throw 19 pitches in the inning. Another fastball low and outside again. Count goes to 2-0, and very dangerous pitch here for Doolittle. And we're going to have a visit to the mound here early. And Matt, with a freshman on the mound, is it a matter of just saying, don't aim it, or is it what are you telling your pitcher here in this situation?
You know, I think the coach is going to go out and just remind him, hey, you're still 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Challenge the hitter. Do what you need to do here. You know, let us play defense behind you. You've got a good team back there. You know, challenge the hitter, make him put it in play, give us a chance to get it out, as opposed to trying to do it all yourself here. And probably just slowing him down, calming him down a little bit. You know, like you said, a freshman on the mound, getting an opportunity to compete. You know, heart's probably beating a little bit.
Well, and this is, you know, an Ottawa team that hasn't, you look at the schedule, haven't played a game in really over a week, so everyone kind of trying to work their way into the flow. Doolittle's pitch on the way is down the middle and pops straight up in the air as it's going to work its way to short. Bannister stepping back, still trying to track it, makes the catch. Tough play over the left shoulder, but Ottawa gets out of the jam. They do give up 2 hits, but no runs in the top half of the first as the Braves will head to the plate. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Back here at KCKCC Baseball Complex, is Ottawa able to get out of a jam there in the top of the first. They have 2 hits, no runs though in the top of the first. On the mound for Friends today will be Alex Defoe, 5.82 ERA, 2-3 on the season. This is his 7th start. Has gone 1 complete game this year, 38 innings pitched, given up 43 hits, 29 runs, and you know, just looking at where he is in the stats for this team, really the number 2 guy for this Friends staff.
Yeah, obviously he's a guy that's probably thrown a lot of innings for Friends over the last couple of years. I think he's a senior this year, and kind of probably one of the top guys that Ottawa's going to see from the Friends staff today.
Stepping up for the Braves, batting from the left side, will be Jeremiah Ariano. And he comes in batting .393, no home runs, 7 RBIs, an on-base percentage of over 500 on the year, and that is, you can't ask for much more from your leadoff man.
No, that's getting the table set for the guys in the heart of the lineup to score some runs.
Reminder, this is a doubleheader today, so we'll play 9 in the first, 7 in the second. First pitch here, and it's going to be roped over the second baseman's head and a base hit for Ariano. And just like that, the Braves get the leadoff man on base.
Yeah, I like that approach. Attack the first pitch early in the game and get something started here for the Braves.
Yeah, Tate, the second baseman, really didn't even wasn't able even to make an effort as it just went right over the top of his head and out to the right field of Royal. Quickly to the plate will be Nick Danmeyer, the catcher. .222 average, no home runs, 7 RBIs this season. He'll take a fastball in there for strike 1. And Ottawa, a team that likes to make things move on the base paths. They find themselves ranked first in the nation in stolen bases per game at over 3, and first in the nation in total steal attempts, which is at 4 a game. So as we see quickly, Ariano getting a big lead at first base. 0-1 pitch on the way is going to be hit right back up the middle, and that's going to be a single as it goes into center field as it's picked up by Navarro.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there. Hit it right literally behind the pitcher, almost hit second base on its way into center field.
And we're going to have a pinch runner here for Danmeyer, as that will be Jacob Sanders, who will pinch run for him. But Ottawa with 2 quick singles, and they are really trying to jump on those first couple pitches here from Defoe. And this is where we could see Ottawa try and lay that bunt down, get both runners into scoring position here.
Exactly. Early here in the game with your 3-hole up, you might want to have a chance to let him swing away, but it really depends on what coach wants to do here at this point.
And they're going to, interesting there, we saw the umpire switch a little bit. They move back to the first base and then right. And are we going to have a balk here? No, we are going to have a discussion between the pitcher and catcher, so maybe their signal's getting crossed up there. But Ottawa has seen 3 pitches, and in those 3 pitches, we've seen 2 hard-hit singles.
Yeah, I like the approach. The Braves are being aggressive at the plate, picking out a ball, as they say, hunting a fastball and doing damage with it.
To the plate for the Braves will be Kyle Bannister, the shortstop, .344 average, no home runs, 10 RBIs on the season. He bats from the right side. First pitch on the way is going to be a bunt, and it's going to go foul down the third base line. And that might have been one you maybe let go. It seemed like a little bit of a high fastball that time.
Yeah, it was a pitch that was definitely up in the zone, kind of up in his eyes. It looks really good up there. but hard to get the bunt down when the ball's that elevated.
Bannister, the junior from Seatuck, Washington, transfer from Pierce College. Rests the bat on his right shoulder as he gets set here for the 0-1 pitch. Ottawa with men in motion. It's going to be fouled away. It was a hit and run put on that time by Ottawa. But it's fouled away, and the count goes to 0-2. Saw the speed there from Ariano. Really was at third base before, seemed like before the foul tip there from Bannister.
Yeah, clearly that was a hit and run. He was trying to protect the runner, but I think he had third base stolen outright.
0-2 count here. Ottawa and Friends tied at 0. The bottom half of the first, and a breaking ball tried to catch the inside corner, and it is outside for ball 1 as the count goes to 1-2 to Kyle Bannister. Friends right now has their outfielders in a little bit, not playing deep. 1-2 pitch is going to be grounded foul down the third baseline. Nice play made down third base. I believe that is head coach Gabe Grinder at the third base coaching position there.
It is.
Made a nice one-handed grab. So the count remains at 1-2. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Talk about the pitch count in the top half from Doolittle as Defoe starting to rack up the pitches here in the bottom half of the first. Breaking ball outside. He's going to get a strikeout here. As Fanning on that slider just on the outside corner. That's a tough one to stay off of as a right-handed hitter.
It really is. It had a good downward bite to it and just ran away from the right-handed hitter.
So Ottawa will bring up another lefty as Jordan Henning, the right fielder, will dig into the batter's box. As that is a big first out there for Defoe and the Friends Falcons. Defoe gets set. Pitch is going to be hit right back up the middle, and then if Ariano, he's going to turn third, head for home, and Ottawa is going to score the first run of the game off an RBI single from Jordan Henning.
Yeah, the last two pitches that have been hit, last two base hits have been hard hit balls right back through the box into center field. So the Ottawa hitters are seeing the ball well and getting good swings on it.
So an RBI single gives Ottawa a 1-0 lead. And still with runners at first and second and one out. As Julio Pinell will bat from the right side. 0-0 pitch is a strike swinging. That one a little out of the zone. Pinell went with fishing a little bit, the third baseman. 196 average, no home runs, 7 RBIs this season. This one's going to be chopped at the plate and foul, which that one could have been dangerous if that stays in play.
Exactly, kind of hit into no man's land there almost.
So Pinell finds himself in an 0-2 count. And the Braves leading 1-0 with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Pinell deep in the batter's box, about as far back as he can go. 0-2 pitch. And we're going to have a potential pickoff, and sliding back into second and safe is, I believe that is going to be Bannister. My apologies, make that Sanders, who was the pinch runner. So he's able to somehow get out of the pickle.
Yeah, that was a really tough play. He was hung out to dry.
Great move by Defoe, though, to catch Sanders leaning. But even better play by Sanders to get back as he collided with the shortstop Valenzuela. Sanders must have got that right hand in there early. Not sure if Sanders might be a little shaken up as he came in to pinch run for the catcher, Danmeyer. So no harm there for the Braves. 1-2 count on Pinell. 1-2 pitch on the way, and Pinell just gets enough of it to foul it back to the screen.
Yeah, that was a big hack that he took at that pitch. Definitely looking to drive the ball in the gap there.
Pinell able to stay alive with the 1-2 count. And again, looking Sanders at second. This one's going to be grounded to short. Potential play at second. They get the out at second. Unable to make a throw to first, so runners at first and third for the Braves on the field of shorts.
Yeah, that ball was just chopped too slowly for the shortstop to have a chance to turn the double play there.
And a good slide by Henning going into second base as Tate really had no chance to turn on that one from that second base position. So first and third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Ottawa leading 1-0. And Sheldon Paramore will come to the plate for the Braves. The first baseman batting from that left side. 0-1 pitch is hit to first, makes a beautiful play at first base is Puga, and he saves a run as he'll step on first base with a diving play to keep that one from going into right field. Ottawa does score 1 run on 3 hits as we'll head to the top of the second. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, Equal housing lender.
The calendar says what you've known for some time now. It's winter. At CarStar, we'll be sure your car and your coverage are ready for what winter weather can bring. Stop in today at 402 North Main or call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
Welcome back as Ottawa scores a run in the first to take a 1-0 lead over the Friends University Falcons in today's doubleheader as we are in Game 1. Ottawa not afraid to go after Defoe in that bottom half of the first inning.
Exactly, Casey. They were very aggressive at the plate, swinging a lot early in the count, which is a good thing in my opinion.
Batted first here in the second inning for Friends will be Gabriel Corona, the catcher. And the lefty takes a fastball low for ball 1. A rare sighting of a left side batting catcher. Almost rarely see a left-handed catcher on the defensive side. A fastball high for ball 2, and the count quickly goes to 2-0. Doolittle's thrown 21 pitches, 11 strikes, and 10 balls. And he finds himself in a 2-0 count here. Fastball's going to be popped straight up in the infield, and Planell comes on, makes the catch for out number 1.
You know, it was a good play there by the third baseman to come in and take charge. The ball was high enough that he could get in and get to it. I know the pitcher wants to come over and make that play, and probably for all of his life, he's played other positions and made that catch.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I think the coaches are much more happy if the pitcher just lets his fielders take care of the ball.
And quickly, Doolittle able to get out of that 2-0 jam and to get the first out here in the top of the second. Quickly, a bunt down the third base line, see if Doolittle can make a play on it. He'll go to first, but beating it out down the line is Dawson Tate, the second baseman, and Friends able to get an infield single.
Just a well-placed bunt.
And Planell was didn't look like he was caught off guard. It was just lots of speed there from Dawson Tate. So quickly, Friends able to get another base runner. They did have 2 hits in the first inning. Weren't able to turn that into any runs. And Martin Casillas, the third baseman, comes to the plate with a runner on first. They'll give a quick look back to first as Doolittle will check on Tate. So step off the rubber and throw it to first. Tate getting a good lead over at first base. Casillas is going to take a breaking ball inside for strike 1, and the count goes to 1-1. Casillas this season, no average, no home runs, no RBIs. Has not been on base this season. And they'll check on Tate again at first.
I imagine they're just working. Tate doesn't have, based on the stats here, Casey, it doesn't look like Tate has any stolen base attempts on the year, but I'm sure they're just keeping him close in case they do try to bunt him up, give him a chance.
That one's going to be hit deep to left field, but it looks like Snodgrass has a good look at it. Has a good look at it. Makes the catch in left field. That one just looked like it sounded off the bat. It had good contact, just didn't carry.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, and it was hit to a deep part. I mean, it's 375 in the area where he was hit. And like you mentioned earlier, the angles of the field goes from 290 to 375 very quickly. It gets deep in a hurry.
So 2 outs here as Luke Royal, batting 9th, is the right fielder. Another fastball down the middle for strike 1 by Doolittle. Royal 154 average. No home runs and an RBI this season. The left-handed batter. Doolittle's 0-1 pitch is outside. Didn't look like a pitch out, but the way the catcher came out of his stance as Dan Meyer really popped up looking towards first.
Yeah, I think that was a breaking ball that just kind of slipped out of his hands and got away from him.
1-1 count here to Royal. Friends trying to tie this one up as they trail 1-0. Fastball low and inside for ball 2. And in these 9-inning games, it's so important that your starter tries to work 3, 4, 5 innings and take whatever you can get out of them to hopefully save the bullpen for Game 2 and then Game 3 tomorrow.
Exactly.
Doolittle. Fastball is going to be called strike inside, and the count goes even at 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch in on the hands on the left-handed hitter here at the plate.
One thing I've noticed about Doolittle so far is his fastball tends to work from high to low, and that's so difficult for a hitter. It seems like it's in a good, maybe mid to high fastball, but it really does drop off a little bit, and he'll step off the rubber here with the count at 2-2. I say time was actually called by the hitter, Royal. Doolittle, 2-2 pitch on the way is going to be called strike 3 as he actually swings over the top of that one. And that'll do it for Friends in the top of the second. They get no runs on 1 hit as they head to the bottom half. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back as Ottawa still leads 1-0 as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. But impressive stuff by the pitcher Doolittle through 2 innings so far, Matt.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. He got himself in a little bit of a jam in the first inning with 2 outs, let a couple runners get on, had a mound visit, made 1 pitch, got out of the inning, and then came out and did a great job in the second.
Ottawa sent 6 players to the plate in the bottom of the first inning, so leading off the second will be the center fielder, Blake Berger. Berger batting .200, no home runs, 1 RBI this season. He'll take a fastball inside for ball 1 as he hits from the right side. A little bit of a breeze starting to pick up a little bit, but nothing compared to what we've seen over the last few days as it's a fastball down the middle for strike 1, and the count goes to 1-1.
No, it's a very calm day compared to the last couple days.
1-1 pitch is going to be fouled towards the Friends dugout. Beautiful facility here at KCC. Very blessed to have an opportunity to, probably the first time for our listeners, you haven't heard the wind swirling in our ears from the opening pitch. 1-2 pitch is going to be hit down the first base line. Is this going to stay fair? No, it is not. As it ends up in the bullpen down the right field line, but tailing away from the right fielder Royal. And it was a long run for him as he lets that one go. 1-2 count here on Berger. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, very close to catching that outside corner with the slider. The count goes even to 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Breaking ball again. That's going to be hit right at the shortstop balance. Whalen, he'll come up with it. Throw is going to be close, but able to get him by about a step. But running hard down that line was Berger.
Yeah, no, he looked like he was expecting fastball, got curveball, kind of threw his hands at it, and rolled over it on what turned into a routine ground ball to the shortstop.
To the plate for the Braves will be Elliot Antonetti, who leads this team in home runs. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 327 average. And he's going to swing over the top of this one. 4 strike 1. Interesting to see Antonetti, the designated hitter, batting in that 8th spot, but maybe you think you're going to roll it over there. If you send 6 or 7 guys in the first inning, you have some power on the back end of the lineup.
Exactly.
Pitch on the way to Antonetti. He's going to be roped right at the shortstop. This one might get into the gap. It is going to be cut off by the center fielder, Navarro, who took a good angle to keep that one from getting into the gap, but smoked back up the middle.
Yeah, you can see why he's been able to hit the ball out of the park. That ball was well struck into the gap in left center field. So
Ottawa gets their 4th hit of the game. Trying to get something working here with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd as the Braves lead 1-0 over Friends. And Reese Skiles, one of the returners from a year ago, comes to the plate. Going on the pitch was Antonetti, and it's fouled back to the screen by Skiles.
You know, I was just going to say, Casey, that I wouldn't be surprised to see him do a little hit and run here with Reese at the plate. He has shown, at least last year, the ability with good back control, can get the ball or bat on the ball to give his runner a chance to, maybe slap one in the hole and get the guy from first to third.
Skiles, a 086 average on the year, but on-base percentage over 200, no home runs, 1 RBI. And they're going to go throw it to first base to check on Antonetti.
A little bit of cat and mouse going on.
A lot of signals being given here on this this at-bat with Skiles. 0-1 count. Skiles, the junior from Olathe, Kansas, and they're going to check on Antonetti again with a big lead over at first base, but he gets back easily with that right hand.
Skiles, a former Falcon, playing against the Falcons today.
I think every school in Olathe now is a bird of a feather of some kind. Now they've added Olathe West with the Owls.
All birds of prey, they say.
Fastball high and inside as Skiles gets out of the way. The count goes even at 1-1. Well, you talk about Skiles last year was put in some situations where he had to lay down some bunts to move players over. Just with so much power in that lineup from a year ago, a lot of times he set up opportunities for guys behind him to drive in some runners.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right.
They check on Antonetti one more time. Trying to look and see, Antonetti has 3 stolen bases on the year and 4 attempts, so has had some success, but is not overly aggressive on the base path.
No, probably must run it just opportune times and reach the pitcher well.
1-1 count. Fastball that Skiles is going to foul down the first baseline. Antonetti again on the move.
That ball fouled down the first baseline, sent the Friends dugout scrambling a little bit. A few calls of ugly finder were heard.
Luckily, they do have that netting in front of the players a little bit. They still hang over the front of it as much as possible. The count goes to 1-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Ottawa leads 1-0. Looking to manufacture another run. Breaking ball that Skiles is going to foul back to the right side.
Yeah, this has turned into a good at-bat for Skiles here. Seen a lot of pitches so far.
Defoe, this so far with 28 pitches, they're going to check on Antonetti one more time. But he's only thrown 5 balls so far through those 28 pitches.
Which speaks to probably the game plan why Ottawa says let's attack early.
1-2 pitch. Skiles again going to foul this one back. It's a nice battle here with Defoe. And you just love to see these 7, 8, 9 hitters just really make the starting pitcher work.
Exactly. No pun intended, grind out the bat. Get the pitch count up here on the starter.
1-2 pitch. Fastball is going to be hit down the first base line and tailing foul as it's going to end up in the ravine to the right of us Out in deep right field, you have Painted Hills Golf Course. And then you've got the street dead center. This is built kind of down in a little bit of a bowl. Be a nice spot to sit up on the hill, I'm sure, in the summer or late spring to watch some baseball. 1-2 count to Skiles. Pitch on the way is a breaking ball. It's high, and Antonetti's going to steal second without even a throw from the catcher, Corona. And now you find yourself with a runner at second. Do you think maybe laying something down here if Skiles sees another breaking ball like he's seen the last couple pitches, or is it really just swing away at this point?
I think with 2 strikes, you're just wanting him to swing away, get the ball in play, hit it to the right side if he can. There's a huge hole between first and second. 2-2 pitch, fastball outside, and somehow Skiles makes contact and fouls it to the screen. If you can tell with that swing, Skiles was definitely trying to punch it between first and second.
As they have the second baseman almost maybe 5 feet off the bag. And they look like they are going to, they thought they were going to throw it to second. Fastball's way outside. Antonetti got a good jump. Is he going to make it to third? He is safe at third as he steals his second bag. Kind of over, maybe a little overslide there as he continued it almost all the way to his third base coach, Gabe Grinder, but the throw was a little out of position.
Exactly. The players on the field that are not used to playing on the turf have to remember they need to start their slide maybe half a step sooner.
As Antonetti now stands on third, Ottawa with just 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning, and Skiles will strike out on the fastball outside. So that is out number 2. So that'll take us back to the top of the lineup with Ariano, who saw 1 pitch in his first at-bat and lined one over the head of the second baseman. So a runner on third for the Braves. We'll see if they can manufacture a run here with 2 outs and a 1-0 lead. 0-0 pitch to Ariano is low and inside for ball 1.
Skiles, I think, had 10 pitches in his at-bat.
And that pushed Defoe up to 33 pitches through 1 2/3. 1-0 pitch is going to be roped, and this one's going to get into the gap between right field and center field. Ariano deep turn at first, looking for second, thought about third, as scoring from third base easily as Antonetti, and Ottawa takes a 2-0 lead.
I'm not sure that he touched first base.
And he did not touch first base. And he is out. And so does the run does count. So that'll do it for Ottawa in the second inning, but they do make able to add on to their lead as they lead 2-0 as we'll head to the top of the third. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Have you ever walked into a business and been treated so well by the people that work there, you can tell they were meant to do what they do? That's what you feel when you walk into Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. For more than 50 years, you've been treated with personal service and attention while being shown the best in high-quality jewelry and accessories. If you want to drive out of town, be treated like a number so an associate can make a commission, and walk out with jewelry like everybody else, go right ahead. But for a unique jewelry buying experience, walk into Sutton's Jewelry at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 2. It doesn't matter if you're in the game or just working around the house. Injuries can happen, but not all of them require a trip to the ER. Ransom Memorial Health's Express Care Clinic can help. They're now open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Ransom Memorial Health, providing you with remarkable care. Visit ransom.org.
Braves able to tack on one more to their lead as they take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third. A tough break there for Ottawa, as rounding first base was Jeremiah Ariano. Forgot to step on first as he got to second base. Friends throws it to first to challenge the play. And a tough break for Ottawa as that ends the inning.
Yeah, it was, the ball was well struck, and I think that batter, to be honest, was probably looking up to see where the ball was going into the gap and just wasn't focused on touching the base as he rounded first.
back on the mound here in the third, and the first pitch hits the batter square in the back. Is that Snodgrass? And luckily for Snodgrass, I believe that was a changeup that hit him in the back. And first pitch puts a runner on for Friends. That's the second time that Snodgrass gets on base. He had a single in the first. As we turn it back to the top of the lineup, have you found anything in particular how that would be scored on that how it ended the bottom half of the second?
The best I can tell, they actually, since he didn't touch first, it would not count as a hit.
Okay. Fastball outside corner. Call the ball. Count goes to 1-0. That brings Valenzuela to the plate. He grounded into a double play in his first trip. Rays with a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third inning over the Friends University Falcons. 1-0 pitch. Fastball is called a strike. And that lower half of the zone has been pretty successful so far for Doolittle.
Yeah, he's really worked the bottom half of the zone and had some success down there.
Count even at 1-1 as Snodgrass stands on first base for Friends after getting hit by a pitch. This one's going to be hit into the gap, and this one could be trouble, and unable to make a play in center was Berger. And they're going to hold the runner at third. There will be runners on the corner here with no outs. That one just continued to tail away from the center fielder Berger, but at least was able to keep it in front of him and just hold Valenzuela to a single.
Yeah, it was a good play by the center fielder to get the ball in quickly as well to keep the runner at third.
Problem is now no outs, runners on first and third, and you have the slugger Puga, the first baseman, to the plate, who was kept off balance during his first plate appearance, but still was able to earn a walk. First pitch is going to be lined for a base hit, and Friends will be on the board as they get 3 straight hits to start the third inning. And they cut Ottawa's lead to 1. The Braves lead 2-1.
Yeah, the leadoff hit by pitch comes back to haunt the Braves. Never a good way to start an inning by putting one in the middle of the first batter's back.
So 2-1 our score. And Friends still looking to tack on a couple more here with runners on first and second and no outs, as the cleanup man Navarro will step into the batter's box after the RBI single from Troy Puga. Doolittle checks second, delivers the first pitch outside for ball 1. Emilio Navarro with a single in his first plate appearance. Now he's ahead in the count at 1-0. Pitch, outside corner for strike 1. And the count goes even at 1-1. Navarro with another check down. Third base coach. Step right back in. 2-1, Ottawa leads. No outs, though, here in the top half of the third. Friends has already scored 1. And they are going to check the runner at second as Doolittle spins around and throws it to the second baseman, Skiles, but easily getting back is Valenzuela. One pitch to Navarro is going to be fouled down the third base line. It is going to get out of play into the batting cages. Seems like there's a lot of foul territory here, and then you look at where the fences are placed. A lot of really just kind of trying to protect the players on the field, because if you start working your way too far down the third base or first base line, you start running into mounds and potentially cages and things like that.
Exactly. The nice thing here at KCK is they've got the warm-up mounds for the pitchers off the field behind out of play, so your players aren't having to run over hills of dirt, the mounds when chasing foul balls.
1-2 count to Navarro. This one's roped down the third base line, foul. But Navarro has been on top of the last 2 pitches. And maybe Doolittle works in a breaking ball here, or just tries to keep it outside, as Navarro has really timed up the last two. Made good contact.
I think here Doolittle's really hoping for a ground ball, maybe a double play, a little momentum changer.
1-2 count. Pitch to Navarro. Going to be fouled right back to the screen. Doolittle up to 40 pitches here as he has pitched 2 full innings. And 3 batters here without an out in the top of the third. Valenzuela stands on second, Puga on first. Friends has started off this inning with 3 straight singles. This one, breaking ball outside, that Navarro makes a good adjustment to stay alive. It goes foul. Navarro, .319 hitter, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. You've got to find a way to get around him and Puga made him pay on the last trip. Navarro did have a single in his first plate appearance in the first inning. One-two pitch. Doolittle works from the stretch. It pops straight up in the air. And that is an infield fly. And that will be out number 1, a big out for Doolittle.
A really good pitch there by Doolittle. In on the hands of the right-handed hitter. And he could do nothing with that pitch but just to pop it straight up to second.
1 out here in the top of the third. Friends with runners on first and second. As Ricardo Paris, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. First pitch on the way, breaking ball down the middle for strike 1. Now, I like the way Doolittle isn't afraid to mix in a changeup or a slider, or even we've seen the curveball a couple times on that first pitch. You really have to trust that you're going to get ahead in the count when you start mixing in breaking ball.
Exactly. Keeps the hitters off balance, too. They can't just set first pitch fastball, especially to the middle of the order guys here.
0-1 pitch. Fastball fouled back, and just like that, Doolittle finds himself ahead in the count at 0-2.
You know, one of the things I'm sure that's been happened over the course of through the fall, but now that games are playing, is Coach Grinder, having been the former pitching coach at Oklahoma Wesleyan and had a bunch of success there, has really spent time helping these young Braves pitchers, not only on the mechanics, but the mindset of how to pitch and how to attack a hitter and what to look for.
Paris will step out of the box, tighten up his batting gloves, and step back into the box. 0-2 count. Friends with 1 run here in the third as they cut the Ottawa lead to 1 at 2-1 with runners still at first and second. 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Nice job by the catcher, Demmeyer, to block that one and keep it from going to the screen. I like that pitch from Doolittle to mix in that breaking ball, maybe try and get the hitter fishing a little bit. 1-2 count to Paris as Doolittle gets set. Pitch on the way is going to be jam shot to left field, but a good read on it was Ariano, and he makes the grab for out number 2. Doolittle has found a way to get 2 punch-outs after giving up 3 straight singles to start the inning. And he gets the 4 and 5 hitters. He got Navarro to pop up and then Paris to hit a weak fly ball to left field. Two outs, top of the third inning. Ottawa leading 2-1. Runners at first and second for the Falcons. Fastball again, pops straight up in the air. And trying to get a good read on it is Bannister. And he makes the grab at short. So Doolittle, after giving up those first 3 singles, finds a way to get 3 straight putouts. And Ottawa still leads 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Darren College, a former NFL Super Bowl champion, signed the most important contract of his life to serve in the Army National Guard.
I've had a lot of military in my family. It's a big part of what my family's done for a long time. I want to go out there and make a difference. I didn't find that working behind a desk, so for me it was a pretty easy decision to make. And then the opportunity to serve my community and serve my country was just icing on the cake.
To learn how to be part of the Army National Guard, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
KOFO congratulates Tammy Womack, the lucky leprechaun who won $500 for finding the KOFO Lucky Shamrock at the Franklin County Fairgrounds, the site of our 70th anniversary concert coming this July.
What are your plans for that $500? How are you going to spend that?
We have a 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we told them we'd give them $20 each.
We thank our Lucky Shamrock sponsors, CarStar, Maggie's Gourmet Popcorn and Glazed Nuts, The Gun Guys, Blue Sky Wine and Spirits, Miss Fix-It Computer Repair, and the Franklin County Fair Board. Win again soon on KOFO.
Welcome back. As Ottawa currently leads 2-1. I've been trying to get some clarification. We might have to check with the umpire at some point here in the game to find out. We saw the umpire point to the plate saying that the run counted on at the end of the bottom of the second inning, where Ariano was called out for not stepping on first, but everything we've looked at says that run would not count, Matt. Is that right? Okay.
That is correct. It'd be because he never failed to achieve first base, it would be technically a force out, so the run would not count.
So currently the score remains at 2-1, and we will have to get some clarification on. We're going to report it as 2-1 since we saw the umpire point to the plate. So Dan Meyer steps to the plate for Ottawa here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch, fastball outside on the corner for strike one. Dan Meyer singled to center. Only saw 2 pitches in his first plate appearance. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball down the middle for strike two. Dan Meyer a little fooled on that one. I think he thought that one was going to come inside, and it worked right back to the middle of the plate.
Exactly.
Count at 1-2 to the catcher. Breaking ball again, strike three as he's going to go down looking. And Dan Meyer really just not comfortable at the plate in that entire appearance.
No, did not feel locked in at all there.
Well, we've seen Defoe really work the breaking ball in that first pitch. I think it caught Dan Meyer off guard with the fastball on the first pitch, and the next two were both sliders that worked their way back to the middle of the plate. Fastball inside to start off. Bannister has called the ball. Count goes to 1-0.
I think that's a really good point, Casey. You know, first time through the Braves lineup, we saw a lot of first pitch breaking balls. Now we're seeing first pitch fastballs.
Fastball again, going to hit right back up the middle. We'll see if the second baseman can make a play. That's Tate, and unable to make a throw that comes close. Is good speed down the line for Bannister, and he'll get an infield single.
Ball not hit real hard, just hitting the right spot.
So the Braves able to get their 6th hit of the game. Friends so far, Matt, has left 5 batters on base through the first 3 innings. Ottawa's left 2 in 2.5, but it says a lot about Doolittle able to work out of those jams and keep this lead at 1.
Exactly.
Jordan hitting the right fielder for the Braves, batting from the left side. Breaking ball again. Called for a strike from Defoe. Very confident right now with his slider.
Yeah, from up here at our vantage point, that pitch looked to be a little high, but we're not down on the field either.
I do like this angle a little bit more, though, being a little higher and than being, eye level like we're used to sometimes at Alumni Park or some other stadiums in this conference. Throw down to second, goes into the outfield, and that is going to send Bannister all the way to third base. He's able to take second and then third on the throwing error.
I think that Bannister running actually kind of caught the Friends defense by surprise. Not really a delayed steal, but maybe not a great jump because when the catcher came up, neither the shortstop nor the second baseman really converged on second to take charge of the throw.
Jordan hitting with a chance to pick up his 10th RBI of the season. He finds himself in an 0-2 count here. He hits this one right back up the middle. It's going to be a base hit, and Ottawa add some insurance here as they go up 3-1 on the RBI single from Jordan Hennig.
Good piece of hitting there. I mean, the Braves have really had an up-the-middle approach today. I think of their 7 hits, 5 of them probably have been right through the box up the middle.
Jordan Hennig gets that 10th RBI on the year. And Ottawa leads 3-1 with an asterisk. We'll keep it that way, I guess. That's all. Asterisks run well with baseball.
Exactly.
Like now. So, with one out here, are they almost able to pick off Hennig at first base? Does get back in time, but
he was definitely had his weight shifted towards second.
Julio Planell, the third baseman, had a fielder's choice in the first inning. As Ottawa scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and another steal here, but I think they're going to get him. They will. As thrown out at second base is going to be Hennig, just like that, 2 outs in the third. No, and again, Hennig not getting a great jump on that one.
Yeah, he was 6 for 10 before that attempt, so make him 6 for 11, I guess.
Breaking ball on the outside corner, looked outside, but called a strike. Braves leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. They've scored 1 in each inning so far. As Defoe able to work out of the windup. Breaking ball in the dirt. Strike 2. His count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch on the way, and Planell's going to strike out on the high fastball, and that will do it for Ottawa. They score 1 run on 2 hits as they currently take a 3-1 lead into the top of the 4th. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Welcome back as we do get clarification, and the Braves lead is down to just 1. So that run that we thought was insurance in the third inning turns out to be the go-ahead run as they now lead 2-1. As they will not count that what was perceived to be an RBI single from Ariano in the second inning, but he missed his first base when Antonetti was able to score from third, so the run does not count for Ottawa, and the score now sits at 2-1. As Doolittle takes the mound for Ottawa here in the top of the 4th, facing Dawson Tate, who had a bunt single in the third inning. He takes a first pitch strike, and then a fastball low for ball 1 as the count goes even at 1-1. Now knowing that round doesn't count, Matt, how crucial was that run there in the bottom half of the third for the Braves?
That helps answer right back and keep them ahead.
This one's going to be hit down the first baseline. Ottawa trying to track it. It's going to drop between the first baseman and the second baseman, who were charging hard, running backwards, and another single for Dawson Tate, who has hit the ball probably a total of 70 feet in his 2 plate appearances and has two singles.
Yeah, I mean, he just parachuted that one into no man's land out in right field, kind of in a triangle area between
Well, the wind is blowing really from straight across, and it's really working hard to the right side of the infield, and it just continued to drift farther and farther closer to the line. And Tate gets a single, and now he's on the move, and Ottawa's not going to be able to get him, so they're going to have to get that ground ball over from the third baseman, Planell, who gets the out at first, but it does move Tate to second base with the fielder's choice.
Yeah, Friends catches a little bit of a break there, and tough luck for Ottawa. With the runner running, that ball was a tailor-made double play ball, but with the runner already on the move, Braves make the right decision, throw across the diamond, get the first out.
One out here in the top of the fourth. Runner on second for the Falcons as Ottawa leads 2-1 in game one of this doubleheader. Doolittle facing the top of the lineup here with Snodgrass. And this one's going to be hit to second. And he will get the out as Skiles able to get it to Paramore in time, moves Tate over to third. Excuse me, that was Casillas. And 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. And Ottawa leading 2-1. First pitch breaking ball is going to be in there for strike one. Excuse me, this will be Snodgrass batting here. Senior outfielder from Derby, Kansas. Breaking ball, and they're going to appeal down to first, and Snodgrass doesn't go around, so count goes even at 1-1.
Yeah, he was very fortunate there to be able to check his swing.
One count. Fastball fouled back to the screen by Doolittle as that was pitch number 45. Standing on third base is Tate with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Ottawa leading 2-1. Friends trying to tie it up here. Fastball outside again as they do not appeal down the first base line this time. Count goes even at 2-2. Two-two pitch, going to be fouled out of play down the right field line. We'll remain at 2-2. Snodgrass, the left fielder. His third plate appearance. Two-two pitch. Breaking ball that's going to be hit deep to center field, and this is going to get in between the center fielder and the left fielder. Hits the base of the wall. Snodgrass, hard turn at second, digging for third, and he's going to make it with the RBI triple. And we are tied at 2.
Yeah, Casey, he hit that ball to the deepest part of the park. That's probably 397.
As it hit the base of the wall on the fly. So he got a good piece of that one, and trying to see if Ottawa has any action in the bullpen. They do not currently. As Valenzuela, the shortstop, comes to the plate. We are tied at 2. In the top of the fourth, 2 outs, though, as Doolittle really just one pitch away of getting this one back to the Braves to hit here in the fourth as this first pitch is fouled back by Gilbert Valenzuela, the sophomore from Hereford, Arizona, transfer from Spartanburg Community College. Lots of transfers on this Friends side. We mentioned those 10 seniors they had a year ago. Breaking ball fouled away and quickly 0-2 count. We will have game 2 for you. We'll start about 30 minutes after the first one finishes up. That second game will be a seven-inning game. They will play Game 3 tomorrow afternoon here in Kansas City, Kansas. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Take it for ball one.
Nice job there by the catcher to keep the ball in front of him, keep that runner sitting at third, and keep it a tight game at this point.
Talking about Snodgrass, he's been on base all 3 times, single in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, and then had the triple. Fastball outside for ball two as Valenzuela hasn't had to move the bat the last 2 pitches.
No.
Both those pitches have been almost into the left-handed hitter's batting box. 2-2 pitch fastball that's going to be ripped down the right field line and foul.
Yeah.
And Ottawa does have some movement in their bullpen, which is down the first base line here at the KCKCC baseball complex. As Doolittle working his way now towards 70 pitches. He's got 62. Breaking ball that's hit to right field. Good look there for Henning. He's going to make the catch as Doolittle able to get out of the 4th inning. But Friends does the damage to tie it up at 2. We head to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Braves Baseball. You're on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
KOFO congratulates Tammy Womack, the lucky leprechaun who won $500 for finding the KOFO Lucky Shamrock at the Franklin County Fairgrounds, the site of our 70th anniversary concert coming this July.
What are your plans for that $500? How are you going to spend that?
We have a 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we told them we'd give them $20 each.
We thank our Lucky Shamrock sponsors, CarStar, Maggie's Gourmet Popcorn and Glazed Nuts, The Gun Guys, Blue Sky Wine and Spirits, Miss Fix-It Computer Repair, and the Franklin County Fair Board. Win again soon on KOFO.
Friends ties it up in the top half of the 4th inning at 2, and Ottawa comes to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th as Ottawa will have Paramore, Berger, and Antonetti to the plate. Paramore grounded to first base in the 1st inning as Ottawa sent 6 batters to the plate in the 1st. Paramore, the lefty, with the open stance. Makes a breaking ball for strike 1. Maybe a little delayed signal there from the umpire on that first pitch from Defoe.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough call there for him.
Defoe with only 45 pitches here through those 3 innings. Fastball inside and high for ball 1. But we talked about keeping the hitters off balance the second time through the lineup, mixing in those breaking balls on the first pitch and then really working the fastball after that. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball outside that Paramore able to sit on, and he'll flare it out to left field for a base hit.
You know, on that pitch, that was really nice. The left-handed Paramore stayed on that pitch that was away from him and just served it into left field instead of trying to pull it. If he tries to pull that pitch, he rolls over it to the first baseman.
And he was really waiting for the – seemed like he was waiting for the breaking ball in that case and made a nice adjustment to just flare it out there. So much space as the Friends outfield playing deep here. And you look at the way the wind is blowing, just going based off that Snodgrass hit for the triple in the previous half, and Paramore almost thrown out at first base. Couldn't decide if he was going to slide or run back to first. Almost that second guess almost caught him.
He was kind of, that was an awkward.
And he is going to be thrown out at first on the second attempt. And that gets Friends their first out here in the bottom of the 4th.
You know, not to be critical here, but it's almost a cardinal sin to get picked off by a right-hander at first base.
Yeah, that's pretty difficult. Fastball is going to be inside for ball 1.
Do you have a phone? I got it. I don't. This is what I have.
1 ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way is high for ball 2. Count goes to 2-0. Here on Blake Berger, grounded to short in the second inning. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Game tied at 2. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to the righty. The 2-1 pitch is line foul down the right field line, and the count goes even at 2-2.
I've noticed today, Casey, a lot of the Braves players are in short sleeves, no sleeves on underneath. 50 degrees feels very tropical.
After what we've had over the last few weeks. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, and just a little high. I think Defoe thought he was going to get Berger looking, and I can't blame him. It was a good-looking pitch.
It was a good-looking pitch.
Full count, pitch on the way, and this is going to be driven to center field. Coming in strong is the center fielder, and laying out for the catch is Navarro for out number 2.
That ball had a little more carry than what I thought it might have when it left the bat. It just kept carrying it.
Yeah, it thought it might have been tailing downward, and instead it just hung up. Very similar to Snodgrass's triple in the last inning.
Exactly.
So Antonetti comes to the plate with no one on and 2 outs. Breaking ball, called a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Strike zone seems to be maybe squeezing down a little bit. It was open in the first 2 to 3 innings, but a couple of these pitches here over the last inning have been really close. 1-0 pitch is a fastball down the middle for strike 1.
You know, I was just getting ready to say, Casey, that the early on the bottom of the zone had been really good, and the last pitch was called a ball, and then right back in the same spot it was called a strike again. So, but overall, the strike zone's been pretty fair.
1-1 pitch, breaking ball again for strike 2. And Defoe again keeping these Ottawa hitters off balance the second time through the lineup. Defoe ahead here at 1-2. Pitch on the way to Antonetti is a fastball high as Defoe almost falls off the mound. Put a little extra on that one.
Had a little extra giddy up.
The count goes even at 2-2. Antonetti, .339 hitter, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs on the season. Breaking ball that he's just going to get a piece of. It's going to go foul down the third base line. Just able to stay alive with the count at 2-2.
So I wouldn't be surprised here if Defoe tries to climb the ladder and go back up in the strike zone with a fastball. Since he's been working the bottom of the zone.
Two count, and a long delay that time. And now stepping out of the box will be Antonetti. Two pitch, breaking ball that's going to be hit just in front of the right fielder, and Antonetti's going to have a single. You really see the way the wind is working from left to right now, and the outfielder's having some issues tracking the ball.
Yeah, you know, I think obviously for Friends, but also for Ottawa, New Park, haven't really been here before to see it. Sight lines are a little different. So everybody's kind of feeling itself out. And I think that ball was really hit kind of off the end of the bat as well.
That is Ottawa's 8th hit of the game, and quickly a bunt attempt by Skiles is popped back to the screen. Oh, 1 count to Skiles. Antonetti on first base here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs, game tied at 2, and they're going to check on Antonetti at first as he slides back in. Fastball inside for ball 1 as the count goes even at 1-1.
Antonetti faked, bluffed running that time.
Defoe with 61 pitches, 45 of those strikes. Has been efficient so far here in game one. Skiles struck out in his first plate appearance in the second inning. Going is Antonetti, and he is going to be thrown out. And that'll do it for Ottawa in the bottom of the fourth inning. We are still tied at 2. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the fifth inning. Tied at 2 between Ottawa and Friends. As Ottawa got a couple hits in that last half inning, but get picked off at first and then picked off stealing, or thrown out stealing, to end the inning.
Yeah, tough inning for the Braves on the base pass there.
And Matt, I know you've got a couple updates on scores from around the conference.
Yeah, today's games, St. Mary's it looks like at Southwestern. Southwestern's ahead 3-1 here in the fifth. Sterling versus McPherson, and that game is a 3-2 game in the fifth with McPherson ahead. So two games early, I would assume. Without looking, both teams are playing doubleheaders just like the Braves are today.
And the only one that was different was the Oklahoma Wesleyan Tabor series, which Oklahoma Wesleyan doesn't play on Sundays, so they always play their their first game of the series on Friday and then play the doubleheader on Saturday.
And it looks like the Oklahoma Wesleyan Tabor game is 1-1 in the second.
And you said Tabor got the best of Oklahoma Wesleyan last night, and that is a battle for first place in the conference. Both those teams only one loss coming into that series in KCAC play. And Troy Puga comes to the plate for Friends as he takes a fastball in the outside corner for strike one. He is 1 for 1 today, walked in the first inning and then singled to left in the third, which was part of that 3-single inning by Friends in the second. So you make that in the third when they scored their first run. And Doolittle back on the mound for the fifth inning. He's got 65 pitches. Pretty good start here for the freshman.
Yeah, no, absolutely nothing to hang his head on here.
Fastball low. The count goes to 1-2. Doolittle, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. One-two pitch from Doolittle. Fastball on the outside corner, very close, but called the ball, and then goes even to 2-2. You just cannot leave the ball over the strike zone to a power hitter like Puga.
No, not at all.
2-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt. And Puga has worked his way from behind at 0-2 to full at 3-2.
Looks like the Braves have a left-hander up in the pen, Casey. I can't quite make out the number from here.
You can't see all the way down 400 feet. Huh? And Puga takes a fastball on the outside corner, and it is going to be called a ball. Might have been just a little low, but Puga able to draw his second walk of the game. And another leadoff batter gets to first base for Friends, and that is the third inning that they've been able to do that. The other 2 innings they've been able to do it, they've scored. So Puga stands on first. Haven't seen him get kind of surprising, we haven't seen him get a pinch runner at any point so far in this game. As we haven't seen Friends pinch run for anyone quite yet.
No.
Doolittle starts off. Navarro with a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. We count at 1-0. Navarro with a single in the first and popped to second base in the third.
I believe it's Austin Hogan, the left-hander, who's warming up.
1-0 pitch. Fastball outside corner for strike one. What's nice is the arm angle that Doolittle comes in, seems like his fastball always tails away from the righties.
Yeah, it really does. It works away from them, which is good for getting ground balls at times.
Well, we've seen Friends pop up a few times today, too, and another fastball swinging over the top of it is Navarro for strike two as the count goes to 1-2. No outs here in the top of the fifth. Ottawa and Friends tied at 2. Falcons with a runner on first base with Puga. And Doolittle got ahead of Puga in that last at bat at 0-2 and then 4 straight balls. They'll check on him here at first base. Navarro, another power hitter, has 3 home runs this season, 16 RBIs, on base percentage of .449. One-two pitch outside for ball 2. As Navarro checks with the umpire to make sure the count is correct. And it is at 2-2. Puga with a decent lead at first base. 2-2 pitch. Going to be roped down the third baseline right by Planell, and that's going to go into the corner. Turning for third is Pua, and he's going to get there standing up. Navarro takes second on the double. And Friends getting things working here in the top of the fifth with runners on second and third and no outs.
You know, that ball, Casey, wasn't hit like it wasn't just stroked into the left field corner. It was just kind of bounced over the third baseman down the line and just rolled around down there.
And that could be it for Doolittle. As we'll see if they are going to signal for the righty or the lefty. It looks like they are signaling for the lefty. So that will be it for Doolittle. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When nasty dark spots and stains invade your home's floors and upholstery, wait, it's a truck, SUV. No, it's Stan's cleaning service van to the rescue. With over 40 years of experience, Stan is a superhero at battling villainous stains and spots, using hot water extraction steam to clean carpet, upholstery, grout, and tile. And VCT tile maintenance, your home will shine and smell oh so good. Let Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463.
Coming out of the pen for the Braves is going to be C.J. Cecil, the left-handed pitcher from San Diego, California, the 6'6", 200-pound freshman, transfer from Oklahoma Baptist University. So a tall, imposing figure on the mound for the Braves, and he comes in a tough spot here, Matt.
He really does. You know, with runners on the corner and I believe nobody out, you know, in a tie game, at this point, what you're hoping for is just control the damage. There's still time left in the game if the run does score from third, but, you know, don't let this turn into a big inning.
Well, Cecil, in his 2 appearances, has pitched 2 innings, has not allowed an earned run, has 1 walk, 1 strikeout, has faced a total of 6 batters on the season, has an ERA of 0.00. And if he can manage to not give up a run here, it could really save the Braves as they trail 3-2. And still, we are tied at 2-2, excuse me. So if he can find a way to at least keep the damage to just 1 or 2 here, got to think that's a win here in this inning.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just manage the inning. Don't let it get away from you here. Don't let the other team put up a crooked number with runners at second and third.
So the opportunity to give the Falcons the lead, there will be Ricardo Paris. We are tied at 2.
The positive is here that Cecil gives the Falcons a completely different look from the left side and from the size release point perspective, being 6'6".
Paris has flied to short in the first and flied to left in the third. Has good power, 11 RBIs on the season. First pitch is roped down the line fair, and this is going to score 2 as it's going to work his way all the way into the corner. Pua scores along with Navarro, and a double here for Paris. And Friends has taken a 2-run 2-run lead here in the top of the 5th. And both of those runs will be charged to Doolittle. So he will finish with 4 earned runs on the afternoon.
Yeah, Paris was not fooled on that pitch. He hit that ball hard down the third base line.
Looking fastball really all the way, and he got it. Corona comes to the plate. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th. Friends now leading 4-2. Corona, the left-handed hitter, takes breaking ball that he's called the ball. One-0 count. Corona wide open stance here in the box from that left side. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Pitch from Cecil is going to be hit up the middle and over the head of the shortstop, Bannister, and that is going to score. As taking a big turn and trying to take second and is going to be safe at second is going to be the batter Corona. And I'll be interested to see how this one's scored, whether it's a single or because of the way Corona turned, he looked like he was digging for second the whole way. So I have to think that's got to be a double.
Yeah, he was running hard out of the box. The ball wasn't bobbled, and the throw, I mean, if the throw's there, he's still probably safe.
That's 3 runs for the Falcons in the inning, and they lead 5-2. Also the 3rd hit of the inning. Runner on second, no outs here. They will have a pinch runner for Corona. And that is going to be John Coogan. 3 runs in the inning for the Falcons. They have broken this one open to a 5-2 lead. First pitch from Cecil, and that is going to hit the batter, Dawson Tate. That'll send him down to first base. Which now you do have a force at any base, at third, second, or first. So that is a positive, I guess you could take out of that.
Exactly.
But it has been a rough inning for Braves pitchers.
Yeah, and it sends the Braves bullpen scrambling. It looks like number 27, Daniel Rosas, is loosening in a hurry.
Casillas, 0 for 2 today. Flied to left in the second, grounded to third in the 4th. They're going to throw it to second, trying to pick off the pinch runner. He does get back in time. 5-2, Friends leads. Ottawa led 2-0 early on in this game, but Friends have scored the last 5. And time will be called here by the batter, Casillas. Braves will have the top of their lineup to lead off. My apologies, that'll actually be Reese Skiles will lead off. So it'll be 9-1-2 for Ottawa. They can get out of this inning. Runners are going. Skiles can't go to second, so he has to go to first on the ground ball, and Ottawa does get an out, but both runners move up. So a perfectly executed hit and run.
Yeah, exactly. Skiles did the right thing. I mean, he looked at second, realized he couldn't, instead of making the situation worse and trying to force a play, just take the sure out at first.
And Ottawa moving the infield in here with runners at second and third and 1 out, with Luke Royal at the plate. Now the problem is you can't get an out on this one. You turn back the lineup. We saw what Snodgrass did on his last plate appearance.
Exactly.
Pitch from Cecil, check swing, fouled towards the Friends dugout for strike 1. Falcons with 5 runs on 10 hits. Braves with 2 runs on 8 hits.
Based on their defensive alignment, they must think that the left-hander is going to try to push the ball to the third base side because there's a big hole between first and where Paramore's playing.
Oh, what pitch from Cecil. Breaking ball just misses the inside of the plate. Count goes even at 1-1. Cecil, 6'6". It's set, 1-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike 2. One out here in the top of the 5th. Friends has scored 3 runs and lead 5-2. Runners at second and third. 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled down the right field line. Jammed him a little bit. It'll go out of play.
Yeah, kind of got that ball in on his hands.
Count remains at 1-2. Royal struck out swinging in the second and grounded to second in the 4th. One-two pitch and swinging strikeout. They're going to have to go to first as that one hit the dirt, but able to get Royal in time is the catcher, Dammeyer. Big out there for Cecil. As neither runner able to move up. And now we go back to the top of the lineup with Snodgrass.
Yeah, really good pitch there by the freshman. You can see him kind of calming himself down and really competing there.
2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 5-2 the lead for the Falcons. With their leadoff man, Snodgrass, at the plate. He's going to hit this one deep. Coming in. Actually, that's going to end up falling in front. The way it came off the bat, it looked like it was going to go over the head of the outfielders. Instead, it just died in front of them. And 2 runs are going to score for the Falcons as Snodgrass with 2 more RBIs. And 2 more runs for the Falcons in the inning as that is their 5th. So that is now 5 runs on 4 hits in the inning.
Yeah, Snodgrass was first pitch swinging there, Casey.
I definitely did not get a good read off that ball. The way it sounded like it was going to be driven into the gap, instead it just died in front of the left fielder, Ariano, and the center fielder for the Braves, Berger. So a 7-2 lead for the Falcons after they're currently in a 5-run inning. And 2 outs here in the top of the 5th with Snodgrass on first base. Fastball from Cecil, called strike. Gilbert Valenzuela grounded into a double play in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, and flied to right in the 4th, and he'll strike out on 3 pitches. But the damage is done as the Falcons score 5 runs in the top of the 5th inning, and they take a 7-2 lead to the bottom half. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT building or online at orcottawaks.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
Play Words with listeners every weekday afternoon over your lunch hour at about 12:20. The game is simple. Listen for the letters that make up our mystery word, listen for the clues, and when you have a guess, call in for your chance to win. Words with listeners, brought to you by Pizza Time and Kansas State Bank.
Damage done by the Falcons in the top half of the 5th inning as they lead now 7-2. And give some major insurance for Defoe here as he starts his 5th inning of work.
Yeah, Defoe's been very efficient so far with his balls and strike ratios.
Yeah, he's pitched 4 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. Total of just 62 pitches, 45 of those have gone for strikes. Just 17 balls, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's been able to get to a first pitch strike.
Absolutely, they say the best pitch in baseball is first pitch strike. Lets you set up a lot of other options. Then
Skiles will come to the plate for the Braves as he was the batter when the inning ended on Antonetti being thrown out at second. So he'll step back into the plate to start the bottom of the 5th, and Ottawa trailing by 5. First pitch to Skiles is fouled away down the first base line. Counted 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, fastball just a little inside for ball one. Count goes even. And the wind that seemed like it was picking up a few innings ago has just kind of died out as Skiles gets a piece of it off the end of the bat. Nice job by the pitcher, Defoe, to cover. And that is out number one as he's able to beat Skiles to the bag. Ottawa's top of the lineup will come to the plate here. As Ariano, who had a hit in the first inning, takes a first pitch fastball for strike one. Again, another fastball that Ariano fouls down the third base line, and he is now behind at 0-2. Ariano not afraid to go after it.
No, definitely not. He's
there's his zone for sure is big.
He's aggressive with the bat.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Breaking ball way outside. Defoe just lost the handle on that one.
Yep.
1-2 pitch to Ariano. Breaking ball that he just hits off the end of that exact same play as the out on Skiles for out number 2. Just kind of swinging over the top of it on the last 2 at-bats for the Braves.
Exactly. You know, and I think on that one, I'm trying to hit the ball 100 miles, and I just get over the top of it.
2 quick outs here for the starter, Defoe, to start the bottom of the 5th, and he's going to get out of this inning, it looks like, as the first pitch is skied straight up in the air from Bannister. And making a tough catch out at second base is Tate, as Ottawa goes in order here in the bottom of the 5th. No runs on no hits. Braves trailing 7-2. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back, as Ottawa will have another pitching change here in the top of the 6th inning, as it is going to be Daniel Rosas. Rosas, the 6-foot, 175-pound junior from Los Angeles, California. And he is a right-handed pitcher for the Braves. Rosas on the season, 8.1 ERA, has pitched in 2 games, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, and three earned runs. On the year, he has given up a total of 4 strikeouts. So the righty comes in to start the 6th inning. For the Braves, they trail 7-2. He will face Puga, Navarro, and Paris. So very difficult situation to come into. At least the bases are empty.
Exactly. He gets a clean inning to start.
And Ottawa trailing 7-2 here. Had a lot of momentum in those first couple innings. But not, you can probably attribute it a little bit to Defoe kind of getting into a little bit of a groove the second time around. But Ottawa getting thrown out on the base pass, had the tough break with Ariano not stepping on the bag on the what was conceived to be a double, and then turned into a challenge that became an out. Just some tough breaks for the Braves that kind of killed the potential to have a big inning there in the 3rd.
Yeah, when you have a young team, sometimes they don't respond well to self-inflicted mistakes.
Rosas' first pitch is a fastball for strike 1. As he's able to get ahead of Puga. Puga walked in the first, singled to left in the 3rd, and walked in the 5th. Breaking ball, strike 2, as that one just fluttered in there.
Yeah, it seemed
like it took 3 or 4 seconds to get to the plate, but caught Puga off guard. I'm not even sure if you could call it a changeup. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt on the outside for ball 1.
Sometimes we refer to those as gravity pitches.
1-2 pitch again in the dirt outside as the count goes even to 2-2. Puga, for a power hitter, has good discipline at the plate. Doesn't a little bit of a different approach, I guess, than you see from most 3 or 4 hitters. Willing to take a few. So you've seen him wait out his last 2 at bats. He fouls this one away with a wild swing. As the count stays at 2-2.
I believe that last foul ball will make the soccer field behind us.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball almost catches Puga. And it is sentenced the count to 3-2. And Puga listed, trying to see what they have him listed at, 6'1", 190. And this one's roped right at Rosas and into center field for a base hit. Another leadoff man gets on base for the Falcons here as they lead 7-2 here in the top of the 6th. And the Braves could really use a quick inning from Rosas to save the pen for Game 2, but Friends are not going to go away quietly here, even though they have a 5-run lead.
Yeah, the Friends, you can see them really settling in, getting more and more comfortable in the box, taking more aggressive swings as the game has gone on here.
Navarro takes a fastball high, and then Puga's going to be thrown out at second. So Dammeier quickly out of his stance as Navarro just kind of went scurrying out of the way of that high fastball that was inside. Usually for a pitch out, it's the other way around.
Exactly. That was an odd sequence. He took a swing like he was swatting a fly.
0-1 count, breaking ball, a little high for ball 1. So bases are empty here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Friends leading 7-2. 1-1 pitch. Fastball that Navarro swings over this time, and Rosas gets ahead in the count at 1-2. One-two pitch, breaking ball, very close to catching that inside part of the corner, but it remains at 2-2. I apologize, gets to 2-2. As Navarro, I think, thought that one might have been a strike as well.
Yeah, he's really up on the plate.
2-2 count, and just catching really the knob of the bat there, or just inside on the hands, is fouled down the line. You're right, Navarro is basically standing on top of the plate there from that right side.
Yeah, and I give Rosas credit. I mean, he says, you want to stand in here? I'm going to throw it in here.
Well, Navarro choking up on the bat here. He's really trying to punch something out there. 2-2 pitch, outside corner for strike 3.
Really nice pitch there.
And Rosas gave up the lead-up single, gets some help from his catcher Dammeier to throw out Puga at second, and then Rosas turns around and gets the strikeout. And 2 quick outs here.
Yeah, use the momentum there. You get to throw them out, come right back and get a strikeout. Use that to build here for the Braves.
It's Ricardo Paris. Flied to short in the first inning, flied to left in the third, and doubled down the left field line in the 5th.
Casey, it looks like the Braves have some another pitcher warming up out in the bullpen right now.
Breaking ball, swinging strike. That is, wait and see what the count here is. As it is at 1 ball and 2 strikes on Paris. Paris had a 2 RBI double. His last plate appearance takes fastball high for ball 2, and the count is even at 2-2. But Paris taking full advantage of having runners at second and third in his last plate appearance and made the Braves pay with that sharp line drive down the line. 2-2 pitch. This one's hit into center, but having a good look at it as Berger makes the catch, takes a couple steps back, makes the grab, and that'll do it for out number 3. No runs on 1 hit for the Falcons in the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Play Words with listeners every weekday afternoon over your lunch hour at about 12:20. The game is simple. Listen for the letters that make up our mystery word. Listen for the clues, and when you have a guess, call in for your chance to win. Words with Listeners, brought to you by Pizza Time and Kansas State Bank.
Welcome back. Ottawa trails 7-2 against Friends University. Have an update on some Lady Braves softball. They currently lead 2-0 as they are on the road in Sterling. They take on Sterling College. They lead 2-0 in the 3rd inning, so we'll keep you updated. That one is also a doubleheader today. So the Lady Braves on the road in conference. But I believe that is the conference opener for the Lady Braves as they look to build off of last year. They were able to make it all the way to the conference championship in the tournament. They were able to fight all the way back from the losers bracket. They were able to win 5 in a row before losing in the double elimination championship game to Tabor, who won both the regular season and the postseason tournament a year ago. But their head coach left, came to Friends University, now the head coach for the Falcons. So we'll see how the conference plays out as everyone in the conference gets underway this weekend. Batting for the Braves here in the bottom of the 6th will be Bannister, Henning, and Planell. Kyle Bannister, the shortstop, gets plunked on the hip, or they catch him on the elbow. Hopefully it caught him on that elbow guard, and he'll take it. So the Braves will get a runner here to start the bottom half of the 6th.
Yeah, I think that got him on the elbow guard. As hard as that pitch was thrown and as fast as he
was able to throw it off and good to go. See if Ottawa can get themselves back into the game as they trail by 5. Bannister with a good lead there at first base. Defoe still on the mound here as Henning takes a first pitch fastball low and inside for ball 1.
It'll be interesting to see here if the Braves running game slows down, being that they're behind trailing, or if Coach Grinder stays aggressive on the base path with his runners.
Henning's 2 for 2 today, singled in the 1st and the 3rd. Both of them hit right back up the middle as they throw to the way of Bannister, and he'll slide back in. Based off that lead that Bannister has, could maybe see a hit and run, maybe not so much Braves looking to steal, but, and again, they'll throw his way as Puga trying to swipe that tag at first base. .1-0 count to Henning. His average now up to 261, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. And they'll throw back to first one more time. Henning, the 6-foot, 195-pound sophomore from Spring Hill, Kansas, transferred from Highland Community College. Lefty has done a good job, come in and started right away for the Braves. He takes a fastball right at the belt for strike 1. The count goes even.
Looking down at Bannister, it looks like he has the sliding oven mitt, as I like to call it, on his right hand.
One pitch from Defoe, and this one's going to be hit to center field. Coming in strong is Navarro. This one, it is going to be caught. Oh, and the ball popped out of his glove. They're going to say he caught it first, so it must have been on the transition where it popped out. But another diving play in center field by Navarro, or out number 1, and again, able to save some bases there for the Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, that was a long run and a great dive. Sometimes, you know, as a hitter, you just tip your hat to the outfielder and say, hey, you made a great play on me.
Oh, Navarro kind of hanging that left arm a little bit after the play. Seems to be all right out there in center field. One out here in the bottom of the sixth inning is Plannell comes to the plate for Ottawa. Struck out swinging in the third and fielder's choice in the first. He takes a first pitch ball. They're going to throw to first base over to Bannister one more time. Defoe works. This one's hit right off the end of the bat and foul by Plannell. Count goes to 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the sixth inning for the Braves. They trail 7-2.
Yeah, that ball was kind of sculled off the end of the bat with a lot of English. You never know. Sometimes those kick back into play.
And again, Defoe looking hard over to first base. Delivers, and Plannell hits this one to right field, right at Royal for the catch. As that one was ripped to right field, unfortunately, Royal had to take maybe 2 steps to make that catch.
Yeah, the ball was well struck. It was, you know, like you said, Casey, right at the right fielder.
That is out number 2. Sheldon Paramore batting .321 now, grounded to first in the first inning, and he takes a first pitch strike at a single to left in the fourth. No balls, 1 strike. There's the delivery, breaking ball outside, and the count goes even at 1-1. Paramore, one of the returners on this Braves team from a year ago. The junior from Mansfield, Texas, transferred from Brookhaven College. 1-1 pitch. Fastball inside that Paramore turns on and able to get it to the second baseman who can't corral it. And they are going to write this one down as a hit for Paramore. And the Braves trying to get a 2-out rally here with runners on first and second.
Yeah, just a ball that the second baseman had to make a long run for into the hole, Casey. And, you know, he goes down to his knees and slides and, you know, fields it but can't quite come up with it on the transfer. And honestly, I think even if he does get the transfer, Paramore's probably safe on that play.
Paramore did look like he had a good jump out of the box that time. Berger going to hit this one to third base. Short chopper, and stepping on the bag at third is going to be Casillas. And that does it for the Braves in the sixth inning as they'll go to the seventh, trailing 7-2. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Daniel Rosas will take the mound again for his second inning of work for the Braves after he came in the sixth and didn't give up a run, just 1 hit in that sixth inning, and kind of brought a little bit of normalcy to the Ottawa pitching staff, and hopefully can continue to have some success here and hold some arms for game 2.
Exactly. Stem the tide there, Casey, and you know, if you can have a quick inning here, get in the dugout. I mean, you still have some time left here for the Braves. A couple more at-bats, 3 more at-bats, and have a chance to do something with it here. But, you know, it's going to have to start with having some quick innings on the mound.
As Corona leads it off here for the Falcons in the 7th inning. They lead 7-2. Gabriel Corona, the catcher, 1 for 2 today, had a double in the 5th as he had one to deep left center. The process picked up an RBI. Jay Snodgrass has led the way for the Falcons. He's got 3 RBIs. Fastball low. Rosas also going with the long sleeves today. Works quickly. Fastball outside for a strike.
Yep, way to get that first strike here.
Count even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball is going to be hit to left field, and is it going to get over the head? It is going to get over the head of Ariano, all the way to the wall. Charting hard is Corona, thinking about third, digging, and he'll hold up at second base. So Gabriel Corona with his second double of the afternoon. And for the Falcons, that is their 13th hit of the game.
Looks like some more action in the Braves bullpen. Number 3, Jared Friedman, the right-hander, is up down there.
We do have a pinch runner as Coogan will come back in for Corona, the catcher. Dawson Tate, the second baseman. 2 for 2 today. Bunt single in the 3rd, single to right in the 4th, and then was hit by a pitch in the 5th. No outs here in the 7th inning, and he's going to get hit again for the 2nd time today. Is Dawson Tate. He'll jog his way down to first base. And Rosas, who worked a pretty good 6th inning, able to at least keep the ball in the strike zone, having some command issues here in the 7th.
Yeah, it's a fine line. You want to challenge the hitters here.
Martin Casillas, the third baseman, is 0 for 3 today. Shows bunt and brings it back, then smokes it down the third baseline, and it's going to go into the corner. Looks like it is going to score 2 runners. Casillas able to get the double, and France has broken this one open.
Yeah, Friends runs the old Butcher Boy play perfectly, where the batter shows the bunt, pulls it back, and slaps it.
And a 9-2 lead for the Falcons. As Coogan and Tate scored from 1st and 2nd. And Tate, with great speed, easily scores all the way from 1st. As that one, again, just worked its way into the corner. Not a whole lot Planell could even do to even get in the way of that one.
No,
and I'm not sure you want to get in the way of that one.
I was going to say, quite frankly, he was glad to not be in the way as close as he was.
A little bit of delay here by the umpire. Might have a pinch hitter here. Maybe not. No. That is a pinch hitter, so that is going to be Evan Skelton. End of the game for France. He's going to hit this one to short. Bannister going to third. They're going to get the runner from second base on the out. So fielder's choice there for Ottawa. Smart play to get the lead runner. You know, the score is 9-2. Want to try and save as many runs as possible here.
Yeah. And just being very honest, really bad base running there. I mean, that's a little league kind of play that kids know. Don't run when the ball's hit in front of you from second.
Rosas, first pitch in the dirt as we are back to the top of the lineup here with Snodgrass. 3 at-bats for Snodgrass, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. Has scored a run. Has been a thorn in the side of the Braves this afternoon. Falcons lead 9-2. Breaking ball going to be called a strike. Count goes even at 1-1. Just one out here in the top of the 7th. Ottawa has to be careful here not to let the Falcons tack on 3 more. Fastball in the dirt, going from first and being thrown out as Dan Meyer again throws out another runner as Skelton hosed down at second base for out number 2.
Yeah, Dan Meyer's got really quick feet and a quick release. Maybe not the strongest arm, but good technique behind the plate to catch and get the ball out of his hand quickly.
Dan Meyer, the junior from Federal Way, Washington, from Green River College. Able to catch the Falcons stealing for the second time. First pitch ball. And that will walk Snodgrass. And he will take his base, which at least it is not a triple or another single.
Exactly.
He's been hit by a pitch once as well, but with the bases empty, not a bad decision to put Snodgrass at first. Shortstop Valenzuela takes a strike inside. Count is at 0-1. Valenzuela from Hereford, Arizona. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, a little inside for ball 1. Friends leading 9-2. They have 14 hits and 1 error. They've left 7 on base. Braves 2 runs on 9 hits, 5 left on base. Fastball in the dirt is going to get all the way back to the screen, and Snodgrass easily going to take second. So a wild pitch there from Rosas. And now Snodgrass into scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rosas, another one in the dirt. It's going to get past Dan Meyer. Snodgrass going to take third.
Yeah, at this point, you know, as a catcher and as coaches, you're just wanting Rosas to catch his breath, take a deep breath, slow himself down. It looks like he's a little bit amped up right now. He's kind of rushing his delivery, so he's throwing that pitch down and into the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch inside is going to be called a strike, and the count goes even at 2-2. I apologize, make that 3-2 as it is a full count. And this is going to be a walk, and Snodgrass is going to score. Smart base running as Rosas lets that one get away from him again and goes right past Dan Meyer. And that gives Friends an 8-run lead at 10-2. And Matt, you'll have to give me a little bit of information. Once it gets to 10 after, is it after 7 or 8?
I think it's at 7.
But the Braves would get to bat here in the 7th inning, correct?
That is correct, yes. Yeah, in a 9-inning game, I believe it's 10 after 7.
10-2 our score. Friends have scored 3 in the inning. And Puga back to the plate. I feel like he's been to the plate at least 6 times today, but this is only, I guess it is his 5th plate appearance.
So you're close.
Yeah, he walked in the first single. Every time I look up, there's Puga standing on that right side.
Well, he's been coming to the plate, too, with runners on base.
Exactly, which is what you want. Well, you have him in that third spot. Puga takes another ball low. Count goes to 2-0. Rosas now up to 37 pitches, 18 strikes, 19 balls. Score 10-2 in favor of Friends. Fastball down the middle for strike 1, and the count goes to 2-1. Interested to see if Ottawa goes with really the ace of the staff, Eliezer Estrella, in Game 2, or if they will save him for Sunday in Game 3. Was the KCAC Pitcher of the Week in Week 1 after his first appearance as a Brave was a complete game shutout with 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, way to make that was definitely welcome to the KCAC, right? Welcome to Ottawa.
Yeah, he did that to Central Baptist College. But I probably make that Williams Baptist College in that first game. Ottawa won that one 7-0. Took 2 out of 3 from William Baptist in the first series of the year. Fastball in the dirt for ball 3. Count is now full at 3-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Friends leading 10-2. Had 3 runs on 2 hits in the inning. Three-two pitch. This one's going to be hit down the line and fair. It's going to go into the corner. Turning hard, heading for third, and now for home is going to be Valenzuela. And they are not going to have a throw to the plate as Valenzuela scores from first base, and Puga with a double. As that will give him his second RBI of the afternoon. And an 11-2 lead here for Friends. Also their 4th run of the inning. And that is going to do it for Rosas. As Ottawa's going to make a pitching change. We'll take a break. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Play Words with listeners every weekday afternoon over your lunch hour at about 12:20. The game is simple. Listen for the letters that make up our mystery word, listen for the clues, and when you have a guess, call in for your chance to win. Words with Listeners, brought to you by Pizza Time and Kansas State Bank.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
So Rosas will exit the game, and in for Ottawa will be Jared Friedman. Has an ERA of 9. This is his second appearance. Has pitched 1 inning. Has 2 runs. 1 of those were earned. Has a opponent batting average of 400. 5 strikeouts on the year, though. My apologies, that was Rosas with 5 strikeouts on the year. As Friedman getting his second chance to come into a game, and not a bad opportunity to bring in a young player, give him an opportunity to rack up some innings. You know, the outcome of the game looks like it might be going towards Friends, but at the same time, still want to try and get your young guys in, maybe build some opportunities for them to get some pitches.
Yeah, no, exactly right. This is a good chance for Coach Grinder to see how his players pitch in different circumstances. As we said kind of at the beginning of the day, the Braves haven't been able to play games with a lot of regularity and frequency, so some of these guys have had some good amount of time to laying off between being to the mound. So a chance to get these guys out on the mound right now will help build sooner, assuming the weather is going to be nice and allow them to play more regularly.
Friedman is a freshman from Snohomish, Washington, at the Glacier Peak High School. He's a right-handed pitcher, 6'3", 165, and he's going to face the cleanup hitter Emilio Navarro. So welcome to the game, Jared Friedman. And Puga standing on second. This one's fouled way over the top, and looking to see out this back window, making sure it wasn't my car back there. That one was smoke behind us. Really nice press box here at KCKCC. Nice to not be in the elements for once as I look towards our SID, Katie Tooley.
She nods in agreement.
So any of you donors out there that want to put together a press box for us, we would gladly take it. And the count at 0-1. Navarro steps out of the box, now back in as he faces the freshman Friedman. 0-1 pitch. Fastball for strike 2. Quickly ahead in the count at 0-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Friends leading 10-2. My Paulies make that 11-2 after the last run that was scored off the double from Puga. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that Navarro just gets a piece of, and it goes foul. But Friedman not afraid to go after the cleanup hitter Navarro, as he's seen 3 strikes.
Right.
So far, three pitches that have been in the zone, and that time Navarro lucky not to be struck out, as he just barely just really stuck the bat out there to make contact.
Yeah, no, that was a good pitch on an 0-2 pitch. You know, instead of wasting a pitch, you know, that was a good purpose pitch. Make the hitter decide if he's going to swing or not.
0-2 pitch from Friedman. Release, fastball high for ball 1. Navarro singled to right in the first, popped to second in the third, struck out looking in the 6th, and then had that double down the left field line in the 5th as part of that big inning where the Falcons scored 5. They've scored 4 in this inning. 1-2 pitch, and Navarro's going to strike out to end the inning. So Friedman comes in, strikes out the cleanup man. But Friend scores 4 runs on 3 hits. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, you're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And out to the mound for his 7th inning of work here is going to be Defoe, as he will face Antonetti, Skiles, and Ariano. And when you look at what the Braves did in the first 3 innings, Matt, they scored at least 1 run, and, well, we thought 1 run in the first 3 innings. It didn't count in the second, but Ottawa had 3 hits throughout those first 3 innings. In the first, they had 3. In the second, they had 2. And in the third, they had 2. After that, Ottawa has only managed 2 hits over the last 3 innings. So Defoe has really settled down.
Yeah, no, Defoe's really, I mean, he continues to challenge him with the pitches. They've just changed their pitching pattern. You know, first time through the lineup, it was mostly breaking ball, fastball. Second time through, it's been fastball, then breaking pitch. And now they're just really just going after the Braves hitters. With a big lead, Defoe's just rearing back and throwing the ball right now.
Antonetti singled to left center in the 2nd and then to right center in the 4th. He'll take a breaking ball for strike 1. Antonetti, his batting average up to .351. And he's going to swing on a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Just kind of think he was expecting fastball, and then when it was a breaking ball, he was so far out in front of it, not a whole lot he could do to recover.
Yep, couldn't put the brakes on it.
Antonetti from Guarapo, Puerto Rico, transferred from Jackson State University, 6'3", 225 junior. 0-2 pitch, fastball high for ball 1. Defoe just 84 pitches. 6 innings. Again, another fastball inside, but this one called the ball. Counted 2-2. Two-two pitch, fastball, and it is going to get Antonetti to fish after it for strike 3.
Yeah, Defoe really threw it. Looked like that was more of a 12-6 curveball.
It really just broke off at the end of that one. As Reese Skiles to the plate for the Braves. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Friends leading 11-2. Skiles swings over the top of fastball on strike 1.
I can see the breeze is still blowing relatively well as the players' jerseys are fluttering.
Fastball on the outside. is a ball in the count, even at 1-1. Skiles struck out swinging in the second, grounded to first in the fifth. He's going to swing over a fastball for strike two, and you see the way that Defoe right now is slinging the ball. He really just no fear of the of the circumstances, or what could happen if he leaves one out there. Skiles looks like he's going to get a base hit, as it is going to drop in front of Royal, who tried to make a diving play in right field.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting. I mean, Defoe went to the well one too many times, threw a fastball right over the heart of the plate. Skiles slapped it into right field for a base hit.
And that'll take us to the top of the lineup for the Braves with Ariano. 2 outs here in the seventh. Braves trailing 11-2 in game one. They're going to check on Skiles at first. He'll throw his way. Gets back. Friends has not been afraid, especially after the way the Braves ran in the first inning. Since then, they have really kept a sharp eye on first base. Ariano hit this one to left field. It is going to get over the head of the left fielder, Snodgrass. Skiles running around second. They're going to make him stay at third, but a double for Ariano. Braves with 2 outs now have runners at second and third.
Yeah, I think Skiles would in a normal situation would have probably tried to score there, but he had to hold up just enough because of the way the ball was hit. He couldn't get a good read from the left fielder if it was going to be caught or not.
Did a good job of bluffing it, I think.
Absolutely, yep. Left fielder sold him on it. And with the score the way it is, it's the right play. No reason to run yourself into an out at home down by 9.
1 out here in the seventh. And fastball starts off the at-bat here for the catcher, Nick Dammeyer. Singled to center in the first, struck out looking in the third, and popped to second in the fifth. Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. They are going to appeal, and he did not go around. Solid 3-man crew today.
Yep. And that's a tough appeal with
really with no one down that first base line. That's a tough call there for one of the umpires. 1-1 count. Fastball, and it's going to catch Dammeyer, who not only had to take off all of his catcher's gear to go to the plate, but now he gets plunked on the arm and going to get to put all that catcher's gear back on.
Exactly. Looks like.
Is it going to be Sanders that comes in? Okay. Sanders has pinch run a couple times today for the Braves. Bases loaded here with 1 out.
Braves have a little something working here. Build some momentum here.
Oh, and Antonetti, who struck out to start the inning. After that, it's Skiles with that single. Ariano with the double, and then the hit by pitch catches Dammeyer, and now a ball to start this at-bat for Kyle Bannister.
And Defoe's pitched a really good game. I mean, his pitch count's beginning to get to a point you can kind of see him hitting the wall right here.
Friends now with a little bit of work here down the first base line in their bullpen. One 1-0 count to Bannister. Fastball outside as the catcher tried to frame it, but it's still a ball at 2-0. Pitch. Fastball that Bannister swings over the top, and the count goes to 2-1. Bannister looking breaking ball all the way that time. Was definitely fooled by the fastball. Bases loaded. 2-1 pitch. It's going to be hit off the pitcher's glove right to the second baseman. They're going to try and go for 2. They aren't going to get it. So Ottawa's going to score 1 as Skiles crosses the plate. But a little bit of a break there for Friends as it went right into the direction of Tate at second base on that deflection off the glove of the pitcher Defoe.
Yeah, and actually from the angle that we have here, it's almost a break for the Braves as well. Because it deflected off the glove, it didn't get to the second baseman quick enough for him to be able to turn to.
The Braves have scored a run on one hit here in the bottom of the seventh, and they find themselves down now 11-3. So Ariano moves to third. Bannister stands on first, as Henning will come to the plate and take strike one with a fastball that's right on the outside corner. Counted 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, breaking ball that started on the middle of the plate and worked all the way into that batter's box for ball one.
Yeah, the last two pitches Defoe has used the entire plate. And then some.
Maybe a little bit more on that first one, I think. 1-1 pitch. Fouled down the line by Henning, and slaps his chest after the pitch, I think knowing that he just missed one. Now he's behind at 1-2. Henning, 255 hitter. 1 home run, 10 RBIs on the year. Singled to center in the first and third, and then flied out to center in the sixth. Has 2 RBIs today. And he takes the ball outside. Henning taking his time getting back in the box here from that left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he's going to strike out looking to end the inning. But the Braves do add 1, and they trail 11-3 as we head to the top of the 8th. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Yeah, 9-7. Welcome back. Ottawa trails 0-3 as we start the 8th inning. And back on the mound for the Braves will be Friedman. Was able to get the out of Navarro with the strikeout to finish the 7th. Prince today has scored 2 runs or 1 run in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, none in the 6th, and 4 in the 7th. They have scored 11 runs on 15 hits. Braves have 3 runs on 11 hits. 1 error for Friends, none for Ottawa. So a pretty clean game on the defensive side overall, but Friends has just been able to put the ball in play. First pitch is going to be hit to shortstop. This is going to be a tough play at short for Bannister, and he is going to get him. As that one was a chopper. And Bannister came in hard and made a good play.
Yeah, that play's tougher than it seems. Bannister had to come in and catch it and then throw it on the run, and throw it accurately on the run.
For the junior from Washington, as he's able to get Paris to ground out. That brings Corona, the catcher, into the box, and he takes a fastball outside. Corona 2 for 4, has an RBI. Back-to-back doubles in the 5th and the 7th. Both in the exact same location. And he's got to have another one here. This one's going to be roped. See if he takes a wide turn. He's digging for second. And he's going to be safe. Oh, he fell off the bag, and then he's out. As Corona slid right past the bag. Heads-up play there by Bannister to apply the tag after Corona slid right past that second base bag.
Yeah, that's why players are taught to keep the tag on the runner all the way through the bag, because you never know when they're going to slide off.
So 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Friends leading 11-3. Quickly, chopper hit to third, and this should do it for the inning. Nice dig there at first base by Paramore as Plenell's throw was low. But Ottawa able to get 3 up, 3 down in the inning. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, you're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO congratulates Tammy Womack, the lucky leprechaun who won $500 for finding the KOFO Lucky Shamrock at the Franklin County Fairgrounds, the site of our 70th anniversary concert coming this July.
What are your plans for that $500? How are you going to spend that?
We have a 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we told them we'd give them $20 each.
We thank our Lucky Shamrock sponsors, CarStar, Maggie's Gourmet Popcorn and Glazed Nuts, The Gun Guys, Blue Sky Wine and Spirits, Miss Fix-It Computer Repair, and the Franklin County Fair Board. Win again soon on KOFO.
Welcome back, as we do have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th for the Friends Falcons. It's going to be number 20, R.J. Gaines, the 6'1 senior from Mansfield, Texas, transfer from Indiana Tech. We'll take a look at his numbers on the year. 6.08 ERA, 0-2 is his record, his 8th appearance. He's only started 1 game, 13 innings pitched on the year, has a opponent batting average of .328. And has 14 strikeouts for the righty. As Friends leads 11-3. Braves were able to get a run in the bottom half of the 7th. And it will be Plenell, Paramore, and Berger who step to the plate for the Braves here in the bottom of the 8th. Plenell with a fielder's choice in the first, struck out swinging in the 3rd, and lined to right in the 6th. Takes one in the dirt for ball 1. And pitcher Gaines going with the stirrups here.
Yes.
Always a fun look. This one's going to be lined over the head of the second baseman for a single for Plenell. And for a young team, it's nice to see them continue to battle here. Even considering that, they were down 9 runs in the last inning, but they've really got the momentum going with the bats, getting back to what they did early on in the first couple innings.
Absolutely. Build confidence for the hitters.
And maybe you can keep that going into game 2. Fastball in the dirt for ball 1. And Sheldon Paramore will dig in.
It does look like the Braves have some action down in their bullpen. It's the other left-hander, number 9, Austin Hogan, appears to be up.
This one's going to be in for a single as it goes in between the first and second baseman, and Plenell will get to second base. And Paramore shoots that one in the gap between first and second. The Braves with 2 quick hits here to start the inning.
Yeah, good aggressive swings from the Braves hitters.
Blake Berger with his 4th plate appearance here. He faces Gaines. Breaking ball, going to catch that outside corner for strike 1.
I think Gaines said, "I'm tired of throwing fastballs, I have to be hit."
Berger, who grounded to short in the 2nd, lined to center in the 4th, takes another breaking ball in the exact same position for strike 2. Had a fielder's choice in the 6th, did Berger. Berger, freshman from Shoreline, Washington. 0-2 pitch. It's going to hit off the end of the bat. We'll see if they try and make a play at first. It's going to be caught, but that's going to allow the runner at second to tag up and take third. Smart base running there by Plenell. And as Berger hit that one off the end of the bat, but the first baseman, Puga, running all the way over, almost into the bullpen there, where they've got the fencing to make the catch.
Yeah, that was a long run. There's a good amount of foul territory here at KCK.
And this is the first time Antonetti's been able to come to the plate with runners on all afternoon. So he'll step in with runners at the corners and 1 out. He's going to rope this one for a base hit. And Ottawa gets on the board again. They score their 4th run of the game. And Antonetti looking to jump on whatever was thrown his way.
Absolutely. He saw that pitch well and hammered it into left field.
Makes the score 11-4 in favor of Friends. For Antonetti, that's his third hit of the game. All singles, 3 for 4. Reese Skiles takes a fastball low for ball 1.
You can make a lot of money at the next level going 3 for 4 with 3 singles.
1-0 pitch. Skiles shoots this one into the Friends bullpen. Count goes even at 1-1.
Couple scores here, Casey. It looks like Oklahoma Wesleyan increased their lead over Tabor 12-4 in the 5th. So Oklahoma Wesleyan may be taking advantage of the shorter porch in the home stadium there.
1 pitch fouled away, and the count goes to 1-2.
In other scores, Sterling won game 1, 5-3 over McPherson.
That just makes things tighter in the standings. I want to say Sterling was just a game back of Ottawa. Actually, they're at 5-6, so they're now 6-6. And they are going to throw this one to second. Goes over the head of the second baseman, but Paramore going to stay there as the center fielder was backing up along with the second baseman. Tate, that was actually Valenzuela who came over to try and apply the tag. Count at 1-2 on Skiles. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Ottawa trailing 11-4. Breaking ball in the dirt, and both runners will take a base as moving from second to third is Paramore, and from first to second is Antonetti.
Yeah, that was a great read on the steal. Understood that they were probably going to get a breaking ball and had a huge jump. Paramore had the base stolen easily.
Count even at 2-2 to Skiles. And this one's going to take a bounce off the chest of the catcher. Does enough to keep it from going too far away from him, and the count goes full at 3-2. Full count to Reese Skiles. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 3, and Skiles heads back to the bench. He strikes out looking. And Ariano couldn't get into the box fast enough as he doesn't get to bat with runners in scoring position too often. But 2 outs here for the Braves in the 8th, but runners at second and third for Ariano. Fastball catches the corner for strike 1. And Gaines kind of starting to find it a little bit here. Braves have 3 hits in the inning. They scored 1 run. 0-1 pitch inside for ball 1.
I just happened to notice that Gaines has a bright red glove to match the uniform.
You're going to go all out.
Go all out.
1-1 pitch. And Ariano, high fly ball that's going to go foul into the Ottawa bullpen. Count goes to 1-2. Lots of foul balls today.
Yes.
Here in game 1. So we are creeping toward 2.5 hours here in game 1. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 4-2. And we're evened up at 2. Two-two pitch, and it's fouled off the mask of the catcher. Ariano able to stay alive on that breaking ball from Gaines.
Standard protocol here, the umpire's going to walk the ball out to the mound give the catcher an extra moment or two to collect his thoughts after taking one straight to the mask.
2-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Ottawa trailing 11-4. Runners on second and third. Ariano's going to strike out. This one's in the dirt, so he's going to run to first. Good throw by the catcher. And that will do it for the Braves in the 8th. They do score 1 run on 3 hits, and they trail 11-4 as we go to the top of the 9th. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Darren College, a former NFL Super Bowl champion, signed the most important contract of his life to serve in the Army National Guard.
I've had a lot of military in my family. It's a big part of what my family's done for a long time. I want to go out there and make a difference. I didn't find that working behind a desk, so for me it was a pretty easy decision to make. And then the opportunity to serve my community and serve my country was just icing on the cake.
To learn how to be part of the Army National Guard, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Braves do add 1 as they get within 7 at 11-4. And we do have a pitching change here for Ottawa. It's going to be number 9, Austin Hogan, the freshman from Marysville, Washington, 5'6", 170 pounds. As we will look at his numbers on the year. It's pitched an inning and a third. That's 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, a batting average of 200. As this will be his 3rd appearance for the young freshman, and has pretty good velocity for a young guy.
Absolutely.
So he will come in here in the top of the 9th to pitch for the Braves. And we did get an update on Lady Braves softball. They're up 6-0 currently in Game 1. As they look to get off to a good start in KCAC play.
Got a couple other scores, baseball scores, Casey, from around the KCAC as well. Southwestern is ahead of St. Mary 6-3 in the 9th.
That Southwestern club, it is impressive, only in their 2nd year of baseball. And last year they make the tournament. And this year they've gotten off to another good start as they currently sit in 5th place in the conference standings.
Exactly. No score for the Avila-York game at this point.
Hogan throws his last warm-up pitch here as Casillas, the 3rd baseman, heads to the plate. Casillas with a double in his last plate appearance. As what you call the Butcher Boy play.
The Butcher Boy play.
And he takes one in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Casillas. Just 1 for 4. Hogan's pitch high for ball 2. Pitch inside for ball 3. Maybe a little amped up right now, just kind of overthrowing it just a bit.
Yep.
On the first 3 pitches from the freshman. Fastball does catch the inside corner this time as it goes 3-1.
Yeah, no, it's at this point it's a learning experience for all the young pitchers on the Braves staff. Go out and learn how to compete.
3-1 pitch is fouled back over the top of the press box. We go full at 3-2.
Hogan's battle back here from 0-3 to 3-2.
And he'll strike out Casillas for out number 1 here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, good work there. Keep your head up, keep battling. Make the adjustments yourself on the mound. Trust your pitches.
Big strikeout there to start the 9th for Hogan.
Looks looks like the Braves have another pitcher up, playing some casual catch in the bullpen.
First pitch, strike to Evan Skelton, the right fielder who came in as a pinch hitter for Luke Royal a couple innings ago, and after Royal was 0 for 3. 0-1 pitch, very close to the same spot, but this one's called the ball. It goes to 1-1. And Friends, a team that is playing all their games on the road this year with the demolition of Lawrence DeMott Stadium down in Wichita. Wonder what their plans are going forward with the new AAA ballpark that's going to be built here in the next couple of years. Fastball high. The count goes 2-1.
Yeah, it'll be, speaking from experience of following the Braves, 2 years ago, the Braves spent all but one series on the road, and it's a grind.
And Ottawa has yet to play a home game this year themselves, so as they've had some changes because of all the snow and the rain that we've received here early on, and I wouldn't even call it spring yet, but both Braves softball and baseball have had to deal with that. That pitch was low and in the dirt. Counted 2-1. Fastball outside. So I apologize. That was a 3-1 pitch. So that is a walk. As Skelton will head down to first base. Braves pitchers tonight, as that is their 5th walk. And Friends has not had their pitchers have not had a single walk in the game, and fortunately for the Braves, those walks have a lot of those have been first hitter walks to lead off innings. Hogan's first pitch called a strike inside as he faces Jace Snodgrass.
Yeah, I think the Braves with the 5 walks, and I think they've had 2 hits batsmen, so they put 7.
This one is going to be hit to left field. Ariano has to go right through his glove, and it finds its way to the center fielder, and taking third base is going to be Skelton. And I believe that will go down as an error, as Ariano looked like he had judged it correctly. It just kind of tailed away from him at the end there. But Snodgrass will find his way to second base. So runners at second and third with 1 out here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, a ball that probably should definitely be caught at that point. I mean, a line drive, hard hit, but almost directly at him.
Hogan facing Valenzuela. Fastball is high and outside for ball 1. When this game does conclude, we will have game 2, 20 to 30 minutes after. Valenzuela into the plate 4 times today. Singled to right in the 3rd, flied out to right. He takes ball 2, struck out swinging in the 5th, and walked in the 7th.
This will be a good test for Hogan on the mound. Now runners at second and third with 1 out after thinking that there should be 2 outs in the inning. Can he stay focused and go right back after this hitter?
He finds himself behind in the count, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Popped up, and it is just going to creep out of play here to our right. The count is at 2-1. Well, and with Puga standing in the batters, or in the
on deck
circle, excuse me, you have to find a way to try and force Valenzuela to at least put it in play. And he'll foul it back as the count goes even at 2-2. And Ottawa's infield playing in here. At least the right side of the infield is. And Valenzuela calls time. 2-2 pitch. Again, fouled to the screen by Valenzuela, and a good battle here between Hogan and Gilbert Valenzuela.
Yeah, Hogan's doing a good job of just challenging him.
Hogan with 18 pitches. Two pitch from Hogan. Strikes him out. That's out number 2 for the Braves as Hogan reared back and put a little extra on that one.
I was just going to say, Casey, I mean, we talked when he was warming up about having some good velo, and it looked like there was a little bit of extra juice on it, a little giddy up.
And for that strikeout, he now gets to face Troy Puga, who has 3 hits tonight. Singled to left in the 3rd, walked in the 5th, singled to center in the 6th, then doubled down the line in the 7th.
Have to be careful here. Puga might be looking first pitch fastball.
And Hogan, who has a first pitch high fastball here for ball 1, I like the way he kind of tries to deceive a little bit, keeps that high shoulder on his delivery, at least forcing the hitter to take a little extra look there before his delivery.
Yep, a little bit of a hitch in it.
1 ball, no strikes. Fastball outside for ball 2.
He does hide the ball really well, and when he does throw the fastball, I think that's what helps get that perception that it's got a little extra jump on it, because you see it late.
Yep, gets the hitter a little later than you think. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch from Hogan. Fastball high for ball 3.
Not that you want to have to deal with Navarro next, but you do have a base open, so you can't afford not to throw one down the middle.
3-0 pitch to Puga, and it's inside for ball 4. He will walk on 4 pitches. And the bases are now loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Friends leading 11-4 over Ottawa. Friends with 16 hits. And I'm sure Ariano right now is really upset with himself, knowing that, you know, he could have ended the inning really for the Braves.
Right.
He would have made that catch that turned into an error. So now Navarro, the cleanup man, can really has an opportunity to clear the bases here. And if 3 runs score, that would end it, as that would be the 10-run rule. But Hogan going to try and prevent that here. That first pitch fastball was high. The count sits at 1-0. 1-0 pitch. High again for ball 2.
Yeah, at this point, Hogan's got to be careful with the 4-hole hitter up and behind in the count 2-0.
Navarro, who struck out his last 2 at-bats after doubling in the 5th. Is 1 for 4 today. 2-0 pitch. And this one's ripped deep to left field, and this might do it, and it will. A grand slam for Navarro will wrap up this one as Friends wins it 15-4. Oh, my apologies. Ottawa does get to bat here in the 9th inning, so Navarro with the grand slam gives Friends a 15-4 lead, as that one was hit over the left field fence and landed a good 4-10 out there in left field.
Yeah, it was well hit up the hill.
So it is 15-4 in favor of the Falcons with a grand slam there by Navarro. Hogan starts off this at bat with strike 1 to Ricardo Perez. A 1 pitch popped up and behind us for strike 2.
And that home run was Navarro's 4th on the year.
It was a no-doubter for sure.
Absolutely. One of the fans is out retrieving the ball off the hill.
0-2 pitch. It's going to be hit up the middle for another base hit. Friends working their way towards 20 hits here in game one. That is hit number 16, or number 18, my apologies. So 15 runs on 18 hits and 1 error for Friends. And time is called here by the umpire.
Must be getting a pinch hitter, I would think.
That's exactly what is going on, and maybe another pitching change by Ottawa. It is going to be a pitching change by the Braves as they will signal for the righty. So that will do it for Hogan. We'll take a 30-second break. You listen to Braves baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
And wait to see who, did you get a number on that, Matt? Who?
I did not.
I didn't catch it either. So we're, for Ottawa's pitcher that came into the game for the Braves, is that Will Caro, I believe. Didn't catch the number on the front there, but pinch hitter here for Friends is going to be number 42, Robert Valenzuela, 5'8", 180 pounds. Also from Hereford, Arizona.
It is number 6.
And for Ottawa, that is going to be number 6, Will Caro, the 6'2", 255-pound freshman from Snoqualmie, Washington. Hope I got that one right, Matt.
You did good with it. You sold me on it.
As Ottawa leads, Ottawa trails 15-4 to Friends. For the Braves, looking at the stat sheet so far, this will be their 6th pitcher of the day. As Hogan exits and Caro comes in here in the top of the ninth. The Braves trailing 15-4. Valenzuela, 243 average, no home runs, 5 RBIs on the year. First pitch from Caro is called outside for ball 1. Pitch from Caro is going to be hit to right field, and getting a good look at it is going to be hitting, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. As Ottawa will bat here in the ninth, trailing 15-4. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Braves bat here in the bottom of the ninth inning as they trail 15-4. As we will have game 2 after the conclusion of this one. And Gaines will be back on the mound for the Braves, or for the Falcons here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Gave up 1 run in the 8th, go along with 3 hits. But Ottawa right now, maybe just try and find something you can take to game 2. Take a positive or 2, Matt, as you work towards game 2.
Absolutely. step in the box, you still get to see, you still get to swing the bat, run the bases, you know, extend the game. Give as many guys as a chance to get to the plate and see some live pitching. And then you carry that forward into game 2 and come out ready to play.
Leading off for the Braves will be Dan Meyer. Always fun for a catcher to get the lead off an inning, I think.
Exactly.
As he shakes the umpire's hand, maybe a little gamesmanship. Just you always want to keep a good relationship when you're the catcher with the umpire.
Umpire might have been saying thank you for protecting me.
And swinging over the top of that one is Dan Meyer for strike 1.
I like that, a good aggressive swing.
Taking a nice hack at it there. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. We go to 1-1. Fastball is low as we go to 2-1. 15-4, Falcons lead here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Fastball inside almost catches Dan Meyer.
Yeah, some quick reactions to turn away. I believe Dan Meyer was hit earlier.
And he almost gets hit again on that ball 4. So he'll take a base here to start off the 9th. And Sanders will come in for Ottawa. Jacob Sanders, he'll pinch run again. Sophomore from Gardner, Kansas. Gardner Edgerton High School.
Yeah, when you're gonna, you always want to try to avoid being hit for ball 4.
Yeah.
Since you already get your base.
And for Gaines, that's 24 pitches for him. And that is his 10th ball. But has done what he's needed to do to work through the last 2 innings. A little easier to do when you've got an 11-run lead, though.
Absolutely.
Pitch catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. As he faces Bannister. Bannister, who struck out swinging in the 1st, singled to 2nd in the 3rd, hit by pitch in the 5th, and fielder's choice in the 7th. And looking to steal 2nd is Sanders, and he does. As that pitch was low and outside. So Sanders takes 2nd base. You know, Ottawa's now stolen 5 bases on the day. They are 5 of 7 on the base pass.
You know, even being down, I like the fact that they're still staying aggressive on the base path.
1-1 count. And Bannister hits this one down the line and foul. As the pitcher who's warming up in the bullpen actually makes the catch for Friends and then delivers his warm-up pitch in the bullpen.
He may be hollering into coach, say, see, I can still play.
A lot of pitchers say that. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bannister. 1-2 pitch. And Bannister's jammed inside, and third baseman takes a look at 2nd and fires over to first base. Is Casillas able to get Bannister by about a foot. First out here in the bottom of the 9th inning, and they keep the runner at 2nd. Which, luckily for the Braves, Sanders able to steal 2nd, which prevented really the double play there. Jordan Henning with 2 RBIs today. Steps in again. First pitch looked a little bit like a cutter that worked its way from outside to in and does catch the inside part of the plate for strike 1.
I was just noticing Gaines with the stirrups, but white socks, while some of his teammates have stirrups with black socks.
Just wants to be different, you know?
The life of a pitcher, I guess.
Breaking ball outside for ball one. Count at 1-1.
He's a left-handed pitcher stuck in a right-handed spot.
That's right. 1-1 pitch to Henning. Inside, and it does catch the corner for strike two. It's the second time Gaines has been able to go the inside part of the plate. Hitting with 2 singles today. Flew to center in the 5th. Struck out swinging in the 7th. And he's in a 1-2 hole here. 1-2 pitch. He does get a piece of it and fouls it to the right side. Got to like the Sanders look as well with the high socks and the stirrups as well. The three stripe, or the three stripe look is always a fan favorite.
Absolutely.
A lot of major league players have gone to that look as well now. Even though I'm a fan more of that Ian Kinsler baggy pants look or Hunter Pence, another guy that does that. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Henning. Fastball outside by Gaines for ball 2.
That fastball had good life on it there.
He reared back and tried to get strike 3.
Absolutely.
Breaking ball almost hits Henning for ball 3. Braves do have 14 hits in game 1. They have 4 runs, 1 error. For Friends, 15 runs on 18 hits. They lead by 11. Braves with a runner at second and 1 out. 2-2 count to Henning. And he's going to be called out on strikes looking as Gaines again goes back and delivers a fastball on the outside part of the plate. And Ottawa's down to their last out here in game 1.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch. Good pitch. If you're a pitcher, you want that call. Good fastball on the outer half of the plate.
That's Planell. And Sanders trying to steal third as he is safe, and a great play at third base by Casillas to keep that one from going into the outfield. But Sanders takes his second stolen base here. Ottawa now 6 of 8 on the base paths.
Ottawa looking to pad their national lead in stolen bases.
One-0 pitch in the dirt and low for ball 2. Pitch to Planell. And he's going to rip this one into left field for a base hit. And Ottawa tacks on a run and to get it to 15-5.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there. Took the pitch and put a good swing on it. Just hit the ball sharply into left field and get the run home. And again, build a little momentum that you can carry into game 2.
And that is the 5th RBI single for the Braves today. This time coming from Planell, and first pitch to Paramore is outside, but somehow catches part of the plate for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Planell swings over Paramore swings over the top of it, and Ottawa's down to their last strike here in game 1. Oh, 2 count to Paramore. Planell stands at first base. Pitch is inside for ball one. Count goes to 1-2. Paramore batting .345. He's grounded to first in the first inning, then has had 3 straight singles in the 4th, 6th, and 8th.
And he's really sprayed the ball all over the field with those 3 singles.
1-1 pitch, outside corner. Got 2-2, excuse me. 2-2, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ottawa trailing 15-5. Two delivery, breaking ball that Paramore's fooled by, but grounder to second, and that's going to do it as Planell unable to get to second base. And Friends gets the victory 15-5 over Ottawa in Game 1 of this 3-game series. We'll take a break. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
KOFO congratulates Tammy Womack, the lucky leprechaun who won $500 for finding the KOFO Lucky Shamrock at the Franklin County Fairgrounds, the site of our 70th anniversary concert coming this July.
What are your plans for that $500? How are you going to spend that?
We have a 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we told them we'd give them $20 each.
We thank our Lucky Shamrock sponsors, CarStar, Maggie's Gourmet Popcorn and Glazed Nuts, The Gun Guys, Blue Sky Wine and Spirits, Miss Fix-It Computer Repair, and the Franklin County Fair Board. Win again soon on KOFO.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Braves fall in Game 1 to Friends University by a final of 15-5. Ottawa finishes 5 runs on 15 hits, 1 error. Friends 15 runs on 18 hits and an error. Ottawa got off to a fast start as they scored a run in the first and the third as they took a 2-1 lead. But after that, Friends ties it up in the 4th inning at 2-2, and they break it open with 5 runs in the 5th at 7-2. And from there, they take the win 15-5. Braves had 5 RBI singles in Game 1. We're going to take a break here as Game 2 will start in about 20 minutes. When we come back, we will have pregame show for that contest. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this OU Braves